Day coverage begins with the leadoff show. Now, let's go out to the ballpark.
Texas is the number 1 team in the country. Auburn is number 6 and sports the longest current winning streak in the SEC. Get ready for the Tigers and Longhorns in the start of a 3-game series deep in the heart of Texas. Good evening and War Eagle from Dish Falk Field. With Brad Law, I'm Andy Burcham. Auburn has won its last 6 games. Auburn, Tuesday night, the Tigers opened the road trip with a 4-3 win at Jacksonville State. Lucas Steele came off the bench with a 2-out, 2-strike home run for the game winner in the top of the 9th. And Ben Shore notched his second college victory, striking out 4 of the 5 he faced. Texas is 30-5, 13-2 in the SEC. The Longhorns have won every series this season. They've done it with pitching. Texas has a team ERA of 2.97, the second best in the country. Texas is best in the SEC with a 3.20 earned run average in league play. Auburn goes with right-hander Samuel Dutton tonight. The senior from Southside Alabama is 5-2 with an earned run average of 2.34. Texas counters with lefty Jared Spencer. The senior is 4-1 with an ERA of 3.08. When we return, the Butch Thompson pregame report. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Enjoy baseball and softball season on the Plains with live sports radio presented by Alpha Insurance. Auburn Sports Network broadcasts are available with no delay at both Plainsman Park and Jane B. Moore Field. Every grand slam, stolen base, and strikeout, yours with no delay. Look for the live sports radio kiosk around the ballpark. Live sports radio lets you take the broadcast with you at every football game, plus home men's and women's basketball games, baseball, and softball. Live sports radio presented by Alpha Insurance.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Since Auburn Bank opened in 1907, we've been tested by world wars, pandemics, and plenty of troubled times. Through it all, we've not only survived, but thrived by staying true to our core values of sound money management and putting our customers first. And just as surely as more challenges will come, we'll meet them the way we always have, with your confidence and our experience. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
Game day coverage of Auburn baseball continues now with our exclusive pregame conversation with head coach Butch Thompson.
First time to Austin, Texas, and it's a number 1 versus number 6 matchup for the weekend.
How about that? We're excited. A good practice yesterday. What a traditional stadium. All the times this Texas program has been to Omaha and all the success they had, looking around at the names like Roger Clemens and so many others that people would recognize, and just a fun opportunity for our program, especially coming off of last weekend and getting to play the number 1 team in the country. It's just a sound team all the way around, so I'm looking forward to Auburn Tigers versus the Texas Longhorns.
Look back to that Tuesday night win, and that's part of this road trip for this ball club, and to see a Lucas Steele come off the bench and hit that 2-strike, 2-out home run in the top of the 9th, and Ben Shore just do what he did. There were a lot of good stories coming out of that, including the victory at Jacksonville State.
Absolutely. That's always tough when you take yourself on the road and put yourself in somebody else's environment. And that Jim Case Field, that's, to me, it's the marquee mid-major ballpark in America. And I know somebody that loves Auburn a whole lot. Mr. Earl McWhorter had a lot to do with that, when going back to the older crowd of Auburn, how much Mr. McWhorter has meant. But beautiful ballpark, and when we go there, it's a sellout. So they got after us like I expected. But Christian Chatterton was amazing. It was his best outing and as a freshman and his Auburn career here early. Guys hung in there. We wound up getting 8 hits and only surrendering 2 hits on the whole night. But they were able to tie a ball game with the home run in the bottom of the 8th. Ben Shore came into the ball game, struck out 4 of the 5 guys he faced and was tremendous. And Lucas Steele, that pinch hit. When they hit that home run in the 8th, I'm like, all right, that ball will travel a bit to right field here. Can we get a lefty in the ball game? Because once that game got within a run, to their credit, they dumped in Sleeper, I think was his name, and he had a sweeping breaking ball and was 6'7", and brought in one of their primary top relievers. And Lucas Steele stepped up to the plate. And I saw it 2 or 3 pitches before. He had a really good pass on a foul ball. And I'm like, if he can get a pitch he can handle here, he can do it. And he got the ball up, got it out. Again, great defense. I don't think people realize how sound our defense has been. 7th inning, we had a little miscue. We could have made another play or 2, but Bub Terrell robbed a home run. Cade Ballou coming back, dove, caught a great ball. Cooper McMurray had 3 or 4 plays around the bag at first base, was masterful. And Ike Irish, the throw behind he hadn't caught in probably 4 or 5 weeks, or ever how long it's been, and just caught a great game, and just handled everything well. And it was neat to see Ben Shore. Been waiting for a moment. And seemed like 4 or 5 last few games we've played, we've had different guys finish a ball game for us, and hopefully that's a sign of more and more guys can help us in big moments. That's a good sign.
You go with your rotation, but move them all up a week this week.
Yep. So their pin days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, look like everything went according to schedule. So I think everybody's ready to go. There'll be no excuses from that standpoint, and how we prepared and shortened of a day. And again, when I say Ben Shore, Abe Chancellor, Jet Johnston, all those guys, Jackson Sanders, they helped us keep some relievers fresh too. So hopefully Dutton and Fisher and really Alvarez, all 3 of those guys can give a repeat performance of the outings they gave last week and come out and compete and have some relievers a little more rested and ready to go. And everything worked out by design so far heading into the series.
What stands out about this Texas ball club as you watch the film and just follow this ball club at this point?
Yeah, it was just the third or fourth week in a row. You feel like you're playing a top 10 team. I think Georgia, Alabama, LSU, and now these guys a month straight of playing top 10 teams. Texas might be the most sound team. I thought LSU's pitching staff's the best we've seen all year. I thought Georgia's offensive ability to bully, especially at home in their home ballpark, was so impressive. And then Alabama had arguably one of the best position players in college baseball with what he's done so far. So I think Texas, a feel and look of all these teams that we're facing, and they're sound. And I look at all their scores for the first 5 weeks of SEC play, where it's like they'll just beat you 5-4. They'll beat you 8-6. It hadn't been runaways. They played the game consistently very well. I think they mirror us a lot. I think the leg up they got, just like LSU had statistically, was the pitching staff's just one of the top 2 or 3 in the country. And you got LSU, you got Texas, and then the Tennessee team that we have down the road a little bit. Those are your top 3 pitching staffs in America. Matched well last week. It's going to take everything we got from an offensive standpoint to try to score runs. And so it's a sound ball club all the way up the middle defensively. They really don't have a weakness. 2 left-handed starting pitchers. But, man, we've seen a lot of left-handed starting pitchers this year and a left-handed reliever that's pretty good. So we'll have to play really good baseball and play with the team that's ascended to number 1 in the country. You'll have to beat them at the game because they're not going to give you a whole lot.
Wish all the best tonight. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for University Housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Children's of Alabama is excited to partner with Auburn Baseball because at Auburn, it's about making a difference on and off the field. The team is thrilled to introduce Hits and Sits, where all proceeds will benefit Children's of Alabama. Step up to the plate and sponsor a home game. You can sign up by visiting bc5foundation.org. Choose a game and a strikeout or a hit. It will be echoed beyond Plainsman Park into the lives of families at Children's of Alabama. Sign up today at bc5foundation.org. War Eagle.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more reps, 2 more.
You deserve this ice cold reward. Modelo, remarkable fight. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The starting lineups are presented by Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Very quickly, first for Texas, Longhorns ranked number 1, 30-15 on the year, 13-2, all alone in first place in the SEC. The DH is the leadoff hitter. That's Ethan Mendoza. The catcher, Rylan Galvin, hits second. And batting third, the shortstop, Jalen Flores. Will Gasparino in center field bats cleanup. Batting fifth, it's the third baseman, Casey Borba. Adrian Rodriguez is the left fielder. He will bat sixth. Hitting seventh at first base, it's Kimball Schuessler. Tommy Farmer, the fourth, is in right field. He bats eighth. And Jaden Duplantier, the second baseman, bats ninth. Again for the Longhorns, Mendoza, Galvin, Flores, Gasparino, Borba, Rodriguez, Schuessler, Farmer, and Duplantier for Jim Schlossnagel's Texas Longhorns. Now, Butch Thompson's Auburn Tigers, 27-10 overall, 9-6 in the SEC, all alone in sixth place in the standings. Eric Snow at second base leads off. He's followed by the DH Chris Rembert batting second, and Ike Irish in right field hitting third. Cooper McMurray is the cleanup hitter. He plays first base. Bub Terrell in left field bats fifth. Batting sixth at third base, it's Eric Guevara. Hitting seventh, the center fielder Bristol Carter. Chase Freilich catches and bats eighth. And Derek Fabian plays shortstop and bats ninth. Again, for your Tigers, Snow, Rembert, Irish, McMurray, Terrell, Guevara, Carter, Freilich, and Fabian. One final pregame timeout, and then we're back with baseball in the state capital of Texas. It's Auburn and Texas next. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Check out the Talking Tigers podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. The Talking Tigers podcast is a series of one-on-one interviews hosted by the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham. Each week, Andy is joined by a featured guest with Auburn ties from athletics, entertainment, and other walks of life. Past legends and present trailblazers, insightful and entertaining. It's the Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham. Like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts today.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Hey guys, it's Auburn baseball season again, and if you want to hit your next big event out of the park, then get Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn to help with all of your catering needs. From team parties to tailgating or any big event you may have, Baumhauer's always hits a home run by making sure all of your logistics are covered, and you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the big game. And if you need a place to host your party, come try Baumhauer's new covered patio. Give us a call to book your big event today. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, 2353 Bent Creek Road in Auburn. War Eagle.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown.
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama. And by Cook's Pest Control, keeping your home and business safe from pests and termites since 1928.
Texas has taken the field defensively. Let's set the Longhorns alignment. It's Adrian Rodriguez in left, Will Gasparino in center, and Tommy Farmer the fourth in right field. Along the infield, first to third, Kimball Schusler, Jaden Duplantier, Jalen Flores, Casey Borba. Rylan Galvin is the catcher. Before we give you the numbers on Jared Spencer, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Jared Spencer, veteran left-hander, a transfer from Indiana State, originally from Centerville, Michigan, 6'3", 210, senior left-hander, arm a high three-quarter slot guy, and he hides the ball well behind him. On the year, Spencer 4-1 in 9 starts with a 3.08 earned run average. He has pitched 49 2/3 innings, has struck out 65. He's given up 39 hits, 17 earned runs, walked 22. Teams are hitting .215 against Jared Spencer. He has hit 6 batters, given up 5 homers, 4 doubles, and thrown 3 wild pitches in SEC play. Spencer is 2-1 with a 4.71 earned run average, and among their starters in league play, that is the highest earned run average between Riojas, Harrison, and Jared Spencer. 28 2/3 innings, 26 hits, 15 earned runs, 13 walks, 36 strikeouts, 4 home runs allowed. That's also a team high in SEC play. Teams are batting .241 against Jared Spencer in the league. Snow, Rembert, and Irish to get it started for the guys in gray, and we turn it over to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, to get you going on a Thursday night in Austin.
And the first pitch weather forecast brought to you by Blue Moon. Everything becomes brighter every sip of their Belgian-style wheat ale, crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 82 degrees at game time tonight. Mostly cloudy skies overhead. Winds out of the south to southeast, 14 miles an hour, blowing out to left. As this ball game opens, Eric Snow will lead it off. Chris Rembert and Ike Irish to follow against left-hander Jared Spencer. And this Easter weekend of baseball about to begin in Austin, Texas. Spencer works off the stretch, and the first pitch is a fastball high. Jason Bradley works the plate. Angel Campos at first. Christopher Griffin at second, and Zach Neff, the third base umpire. Spencer stretches and pitches. Snow pops it up. Right side of the infield, first baseman Schusler underneath. Now gives way to the second baseman Duplantier, who makes the catch for the first out.
A slider coming in towards Snow, and he got underneath it.
And here's Chris Rembert. Rembert, the DH for Auburn tonight, batting .315, 4 homers, 21 runs batted in. Spencer, 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, change, fastball, tops out at 97. Left-hander against the right-handed hitting Rembert. And the first pitch. Fastball high and outside, ball 1. 94 on that fastball to open up the at-bat to Chris Rembert.
Lefties hitting 100 points better than righties. Righties 197 against Spencer.
Ground ball to the right side to Duplantier. Makes the throw to first in time for the out.
It's an artificial turf, and it's a slow turf. We've seen a fast turf at Kentucky, a slower turf at Georgia. The turf was slower Tuesday night at Jack State as well, so there are some similarities anyway between these two turfs.
And it's an infield turf at the very least that has sand, not the blue or the black granules that you see. I don't know if that makes a difference at all, but that's the case here. Here's Ike Irish. Missed outside with the slider, a ball and no strikes. Ike batting .345, 7 homers and 30 runs batted in. 2 outs and nobody on for Auburn in the top of the first, just underway in Austin. The pitch. There's a fastball for a strike.
Ike did not think so, did he? A little shake of his head there. That wind is really screaming out to left. It did that the entire practice last night and has been doing that since we've been at the ballpark today.
Spencer, the stretch and the pitch. It misses outside. It's in the turf and to the backstop. 2 balls and a strike to Irish, with Cooper McMurray waiting on deck.
Pretty good crowd here. This place holds almost 7,000.
There are a ton of people outside the walls of this ballpark as well looking on. 2-1. Irish out in front of the off-speed pitch, fouls it off at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The book on Spencer so far this year is more breaking ball than fastball when he gets to 2 strikes. That time he threw the slider to get that second strike on Irish. We'll see if he comes back to it.
2 outs and nobody on. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Irish in the top of the first. Stretch and pitch. Outside, ball 3.
He threw him the slider down and away at 88.
Fastball 93 to 97. And he always works off the stretch, or at least he has in the first. Open stands from the left side for Ike Irish. He awaits the 3-2. Here it is. Strike 3 call in the outside corner. Ike didn't think so, and the inning comes to a close. 3 up, 3 down for Auburn in the first. Texas comes to the plate, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Children's of Alabama is excited to partner with Auburn Baseball because at Auburn, it's about making a difference on and off the field. The team is thrilled to introduce Hits and Sits, where all proceeds will benefit Children's of Alabama. Step up to the plate and sponsor a home game. You can sign up by visiting bc5foundation.org. Choose a game and a strikeout or a hit. It will be echoed beyond Plainsman Park into the lives of families at Children's of Alabama. Sign up today at bc5foundation.org. War Eagle.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Nothing doing for Auburn in the top of the first. Tigers on the field defensively. It's Bub Terrell in left, Bristol Carter in center, and Ike Irish out in right field. Along the infield, first to third, Cooper McMurray, Eric Snow, Derek Fabian, Eric Guevara, Chase Freilich back behind the plate, and Samuel Dutton is the pitcher. Dutton out of Southside, the transfer from LSU, 5'11", 199-pound senior right-hander, and he has just become such a steady force as Auburn's Friday night starter. He's 5-2 in 9 starts this year with a 2.34 earned run average. That is second in the SEC. 50 innings pitched, 45 hits, 15 runs, 13 of them earned, 12 walks, 58 strikeouts, and teams are batting .245 against Samuel Dutton. And in SEC play, 3-1 in 5 starts, a complete game in 29 1/3 innings, 23 hits, 10 earned runs, 7 walks, 30 strikeouts. Teams hitting .215 against Dutton, 3-1 with a 3.07 earned run average. Mendoza, Galvin, and Flores, the first 3 in his Texas lineup against Samuel Dutton.
Dutton has become Auburn's, typically the Friday night guy. I think Auburn thought of Samuel perhaps as a bullpen piece coming in, but buddy, he has cemented his spot at the top of this rotation, and he will get a supreme test tonight from the number one team in the country in Texas. The Longhorns batting .287 this year, .252 in SEC play. First pitch to Mendoza is a fastball for strike one.
And especially the top half of the order. Mendoza leads them with 49 hits. Galvin batting second, tied for the team lead in homers. Flores leads the team in doubles. Gasparino leads them in RBIs. I mean, his first four.
There's a swing and a foul off the right side on a 91-mile-an-hour fastball from Dutton. No balls and 2 strikes, and everybody in this lineup has at least 2 stolen bases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've stolen 50. They average 1 stolen base successfully per game in conference play, and a little more than 1 attempt.
No balls and 2 strikes to Mendoza. The wind and the pitch. Took something off of that one, fouled up and out of play off the right side. It's a ballpark that was remodeled back in 2007. They added the current press box and their suites at the top of the grandstand here. Brad mentioned the capacity just under 7,000. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the changeup. Well, got him on a fastball on the inside corner.
But he threw the changeup on the previous pitch, and that may have altered the timing just a little bit of Mendoza. A really nice, confident start for Dutton.
First strikeout of the night for Dutton and the Tigers. The K-Counter is presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. There's Rylan Galvin. Texas catchers batting .337, 11 homers and 32 runs batted, and the 11 homers tied for the team lead with Will Gasparino, their cleanup hitter. Right-hander waits for the first pitch, and Dutton misses outside with the slider. Auburn retired in order in the top half of the first. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first for Texas. Pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball at 91. Ball and a strike.
And that was down a little bit. Really good placement there. Dutton's last 2 starts. He has 4 quality starts on the year. His last 2 starts at home against Alabama and LSU, 13 innings, no runs, 5 hits.
1-1 pitch to Galvin. Must have been down. It certainly had the plate, 2-1.
His last road start came at Georgia, gave up 4 runs on 4 hits and 2 walks in 4 1/3, had 7 strikeouts in that game.
He gave Auburn a chance that night with that start. Change up, strike 2. I think the Texas folks thought that was a little bit high, Bradford.
Yeah, I wonder if that was the first time we see the straight breaking ball tonight.
2-2. Chopper foul. Just to the right of the Auburn dugout down the third base line.
He tried to put Galvin away with that fastball, too.
And that must have gotten Chase Freilich off the bat.
He's taken a beating behind there the last 3 weeks.
Anthony Sanderson will come out to take a look at the Auburn catcher, and it's the left arm. It appears above the elbow.
Yeah. You see a monitor anywhere? Oh, there, big one right behind you, Brad.
Yeah. Anthony checking the grip pressure on that left hand for Freilich. Still not sure exactly where it hit him, that foul ball.
Chase is down there trying to shake it out.
Yeah.
And he's going to stay in there and probably try to give him a couple of pitches to catch and throw back, maybe.
It's the glove hand for Freilich. Yeah. We get another look. It bounced up and hit him. Off the bat, it bounced in the turf and then bounced up. Or was it the follow-through on the bat that got it?
It may have been the follow-through on the bat, Andy.
I think it was.
Yep.
All right, 2-2 again. Chopper, third base side, foul.
Tried to get him with a breaking ball there. So he's thrown the breaking ball a couple of times.
Nolan Kane is the third base coach. The first base coach is Michael Cantu, both on the coaching staff for the Longhorns. Again, the 2-2, high and away.
Dutton took that pitch clock all the way down to 5.
They have 2 video boards here, one in right center, one in left center.
Yeah.
The pitch clock is underneath the clock or the scoreboard in right. Pitch. Ground ball left side. Fielded by Fabian. 2 first for the out.
Nice play. You get used to playing on turf. And, of course, they practiced 2 hours on this field last night and took a lot of ground balls. And Fabian, his veteran experience here, knew he didn't need to charge. It would come on out to him and played that very well.
2 down for Jalen Flores. Shortstop batting .275. He does have 9 homers and he's second in the starting lineup with 37 runs batted in. He bats with 2 outs and nobody on. Samuel Dutton sets up on the right side of the mound, his left side, and pitches. Flores shows bunt, takes a fastball for a strike.
He was bailing out of that bunt before the pitch even got there.
I think he was simply showing bunt.
Yeah. He's been a little all or nothing in league play. He's batting .190, but over half of his homers, 5 of the 9 have come in league play.
6'2", 210 from San Antonio. Hot shot to Guevara at third, 2 first. And like Spencer in the first, Dutton sets on Texas in order in the bottom half of the first. No score in Austin as Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Both pitchers retired the side in order in the first. So before we go to the second, let's check the Yellowwood scoreboard. Easter weekend, 6 of the 8 series in the league are getting underway tonight, and they're scoring in 3 of the games. Alabama leads LSU in Baton Rouge 1-0. They're still in the top of the first there. Georgia in the bottom of the fourth leads Vanderbilt 1-0 in Nashville. A little more scoring. South Carolina leads Ole Miss. They're in the 7th inning in Columbia, 3-2. Gamecocks over the Rebels there. And some other games that are just underway. No score yet in Fayetteville between Texas A&M and Arkansas. No score in Columbia between Missouri and Oklahoma. We'll keep you up to speed on all 5 of those other SEC contests on the Yellowwood scoreboard throughout our game here tonight.
Auburn softball fell today at Tennessee. Auburn lost 4-2. Tigers led 2-0 going to the bottom of the 6th. But in the 6th and the 7th gave up a total of 3 home runs. And the Lady Vols won that game. Auburn men's tennis a winner today at the SEC tournament in Columbia, South Carolina, beat Kentucky 4-3. Auburn will play in the quarterfinals tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central. Cooper McMurray leads off the Auburn second against Jared Spencer, who only needed 10 pitches in the first. Works off the stretch, the pitch. McMurray takes a fastball on the outside corner. Shift is on for McMurray on the right side of the infield. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Out in front of the change. 0-2 the count.
Yeah, got ahead with the fastball. That is Spencer's game. It's not so much location, it's changing speeds and trying to get the batter caught in between swings.
No balls and 2 strikes to count to Cooper McMurray. Stretch and pitch. Miss low and away. A ball and 2 strikes. Snow, Rembert, and Irish retired in order in the first. McMurray, Terrell, and Guevara for Auburn in the second. Here's the stretch and the pitch. outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's a good take, and he's thrown him back-to-back sliders once he got to 2 strikes. Now, does he come back with a changeup here? That's the pitch that he got Irish on last inning.
Shift on the right side of the infield. Stretch and the pitch. Bounced up there. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3 straight sliders.
Count goes full to Cooper McMurray. Leads Auburn batting .348, 8 homers, 35 runs batted in. Actually second behind Fralick in the batting average, but leads Auburn with RBIs and home runs. Full count now to McMurray after an 0-2 count to open the at-bat. Stretch and pitch. Inside, and it's a walk. Tonight's second inning brought to you by Southern Union. There's a new path to the plains that runs through Southern Union State Community College. Move seamlessly to Auburn to complete a bachelor's degree in selected programs by taking courses at Southern Union and Auburn concurrently, all at Southern Union's tuition rates. Let Southern Union put you on a path to the plains. First base run of the night, a leadoff walk to Cooper McMurray here in the second.
28th walk of the season earned by the Auburn first baseman.
And here's Bub Terrell. Stretch in the pitch. Fastball up and out. Bub batting .311, 4 homers, 22 runs batted in. Batting .304 in the Southeastern Conference. McMurray gets his lead at first. Stretch in the pitch. Terrell to the third baseman. He gets there on a dive. His throw to first is in time to get Terrell. Terrific play by the third baseman. And then a one-hopper over there for Schuessler at first.
Terrell was asking for a review. He's still planted at first base. Borba dove to his right, got up quickly, threw a one-hopper. Bang, bang play. First base cam should have a pretty good view of this.
I think they're going to get him.
Yeah, that's close.
Close, but I think they got him by about a quarter step.
Yep.
But it gets Auburn with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah.
Terrific play by Borba, diving on top of the line, then getting up and making the one-hop throw to Schuessler at first.
Well, he saved runners at second and third and nobody out. That would have been the situation otherwise. And here's the call. Pretty quick review.
Yep.
And Auburn loses a challenge early in this one. But
close, but I think it's the right call.
Yeah, I think so
looking
too.
at the replays that we got.
Not a bad challenge either.
Not
I mean,
at
it's, again, you got 2 in scoring position with nobody out if you win that challenge in a game where runs might be at a premium tonight with these 2 starters.
The stats coming in would lead you to believe that that's the case, Brad. And here's Guevara with a runner in scoring position for Auburn. Stretch by Spencer in the pitch. Guevara swings through the cutter for strike 1.
Now, this is a guy who, if he turns on one on the inner half.
0-1. This down and in, blocked by the catcher Galvin. McMurray stays put, a ball and a strike.
Could send it way out of here with the wind pushing it out to left. He's got terrific power anyway.
One and one the count to Guevara. Stretch in the pitch. Hit him. Change up down and in. And Guevara's aboard, and Auburn has runners at first and second with 1 out.
First time Eric has been hit by a pitch this year. It's the 7th batter Spencer has hit.
Only Luke Harrison and Jason Flores have hit more. They're double digits.
Yeah. They that's
they pitch inside.
They do. They go after that inside corner. Schlossnagel's teams at A&M did that.
Sure did.
I assume they did it at TCU as well.
Here's Bristol Carter with runners at first and second and 1 out for Auburn in the top of the second. The pitch. Shows bunt, pops it up, right side, first base side, foul ground, and caught by Schuessler.
It's about the only thing you couldn't have there. It's a good idea. They were playing back.
It was just popped up, and Schussler had no trouble coming in to get it.
No, it was an easy play.
Now there's 2 outs, and here's Freilich, the Auburn catcher. We believe he was hit on a follow-through on a swing in the bottom of the first. It got him above the left elbow. His first at bat since then, the pitch. Change up high. Or maybe the slider high. That was 88.
Yeah. Didn't look like it had a lot of break to it
No,
either.
it didn't. McMurray at second and Guevara at first for Auburn. They're there with 2 down. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Chopper foul.
Came back to that inside corner with a fastball.
McMurray led off the inning with a walk, went to second on a ground out by Terrell. Guevara hit by a pitch, and then he popped foul on a bunt attempt by Carter. Runners at first and second with 2 down. Freilich awaits a 1-1 from Spencer. Here it is. Swing and a miss at the slider, down and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
With Spencer's follow-through taking him to the left side as we see it, and the second baseman playing over Freilich to pull, he's got a lot of room up the middle of the field. He can straighten one out.
A ball and 2 strikes to Freilich. Runners at first and second with 2 outs for Auburn. The pitch just missed the outside corner. You can hear the Texas fans do not agree that it missed the corner.
Yeah.
McMurray from second and Guevara at first get their leads. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Freilich. Stretch and pitch. Missed outside again. Full count. Runners will get an early start.
That one wasn't quite as close, but they're on Jason Bradley now. All right, we've seen Freilich with 2 strikes and with 2 outs handle the bat well.
Batting .333 with 2 outs in an inning. Here is the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Schussler takes it to the bag in time, and the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 men left for Auburn. We go to the bottom of the second. No score in Austin. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
For 70 years, Max Credit Union has been more than just a financial institution. We've been a part of your community, your milestones, your dreams. At Max, you're not just a customer. You're a member, a neighbor, a friend. So as we celebrate 70 years of trust, service, and financial growth, we want to say thank you. Thank you for choosing Max, and thank you for letting us be a part of your journey. Max Credit Union, 70 years strong and just getting started. Federally insured by NCUA.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Will Gasparino, Casey Borba, and Adrian Rodriguez. The scheduled 3 to face Auburn starter Samuel Dutton. In the second, he retired Texas in order in the first on 14 pitches. Auburn threatened but did not score in the top of the second inning. First of 3 this weekend. Auburn, they've moved game 2 and game 3 game times. Tomorrow's game has been moved to a 6 o'clock start in anticipation of a noon start on Saturday. We're on the air 5:45 tomorrow night, 11:45 Saturday morning, and getting back late Saturday night, back home for Easter Sunday. Here is Will Gasparino, the center fielder, batting .289, 11 homers, and a team-leading 42 runs batted in. Big right-handed hitter. First pitch from Dutton, fouled back to the screen. Gasparino, 6'6", 225 from Los Angeles.
I was going to say, he looks mighty tall in that right, and we're a long way back, and you can still see his size.
0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Swing at the change and a foul tip. 0-2. All right, you've been here. You were here in Arlington. How much higher were you in Arlington for the game?
Twice as high.
Twice as high.
And twice as far back.
Okay.
Yeah.
0-2 to Gasparino, the pitch. Oh. Just missed with the fat. Dutton thought he had him struck out.
He turned around.
Yes, he did.
He turned around totally because Fralick was going to throw the ball around. Wow.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Gasparino awaits this 1-2 pitch from Dutton, who shakes off a couple. He's down to 2 on the clock, and the pitch home. Line drive off the glove of McMurray, and that'll get into right field for a base hit. Gasparino with a big turn, but he returns to the bag at first. I don't know. That may be an error on Cooper McMurray. Ball was hit well, but Cooper got a glove on it before it deflected into shallow right field. Auburn thought they had him struck out on the pitch before. That's what makes that even tougher.
They have given Gasparino a hit. He really did blister it out there to first.
So a leadoff man on for Texas after Auburn thought they had him struck out 1 pitch before. And here is Casey Borba, the third baseman. Stretching the pitch. Low and away for ball 1.
He is right up on the plate, too.
Third baseman batting .265, 5 homers and 19 runs batted in. Gasparino at first, a couple stolen bases in 2 attempts. He edges away from first, stretching the pitch. Up and away. 2 balls and no strikes to count.
They have stayed far away from the inner half early in this at-bat. Borba has not hit into a double play this year. They've only hit into 17 as a team.
6'1", 210, sophomore out of Santa Ana, California. 2-0. There's a strike on the outside corner. Fastball at 92 from Samuel Dutton. Auburn in the road grays tonight. Blue ball caps, the orange AU across the front with the white cleats. Pitch. Ground ball could be 2. Fabian to Snow. 2 McMurray. Double play. 6-4-3 on the Twin Killer.
32nd double play turned by Auburn this season.
And the first for Borba.
Yep.
As you just mentioned. It's called foreshadowing, Bradford. Nicely done.
That was the attempt anyway.
2 outs.
That was the hope.
And here's Adrian Rodriguez. Left fielder batting .292, 5 homers and 14 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter. Slightly open stance right on top of the plate. Dutton winds and fires. Rodriguez takes a strike on the inside corner with the change at 71.
6'2" freshman.
Out of Flower Mound, Texas, 210 pounds. Here's the 0-1. Change up, strike 2. That was on the outside corner. Came inside with the change up, went outside with the change up. 0-2 the count to Rodriguez. 2 outs and nobody on for the Longhorns. Dutton the wind and the pitch. Another change. This one missed low. A ball and 2 strikes.
Samuel's ready to go.
Well, they start the pitch clock really early here. It was the same way with A&M when Schlossnagel was there.
Yeah. How about that?
Huh. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. Call outside corner with a fastball. No runs a hit, no errors, a man left. Second strikeout for Dutton. K-counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. No score as we go to the third. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp. Refreshing. And ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hey guys, it's Auburn baseball season again, and if you want to hit your next big event out of the park, then get Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn to help with all of your catering needs. From team parties to tailgating or any big event you may have, Baumhauer's always hits a home run by making sure all of your logistics are covered, and you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the big game. And if you need a place to host your party, come try Baumhauer's new covered patio. Give us a call to book your big event today. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, 2353 Bent Creek Road in Auburn. War Eagle.
This is Auburn baseball. Back to more of the Tigers and Longhorns.
War Eagle, welcome back to Dish Falk Field in Austin. Very comfortable evening for baseball. First of three between the Tigers and the Longhorns. The number 1 Longhorns, the number 6 Auburn Tigers. And Auburn will send the 9-1 and 2 hitters to the plate in the third to face Jared Spencer. 10 pitches. He breezed through the first. I needed 18 pitches to get through the second. Auburn got a walk and a hit batter, but could do nothing with that. Now Derek Fabian will lead it off. He started that 6-4-3 double play for Auburn in the bottom half of the second. Glad to have you aboard tonight on the Auburn Sports Network, along with Brad Law. I'm Andy Bertram. Quinn Burkeen at our Skyview studios tonight. First pitch. Fabian takes a high strike call on a fastball.
Derek has hit some balls hard of late with not much to show for it.
He awaits the 0-1 from Spencer. Long set. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Came up empty on a fastball at 93. 0-2 the count.
Let's see if Fabian gets up a little closer to the plate with 2 strikes.
He is right there.
Yep.
0-2, the pitch home. High and away with the fastball. Derek batting .262, 4 homers, 28 runs batted. It's been a long time since he went deep.
Yeah.
Those 4 home runs came early in this season. Stretched by Spencer. And the pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Hit well, but right at Flores. 2 first for the out. And that's kind of the way it's been of late for Derek. He's hit the ball hard.
Yeah, not bad swings.
Just adding a lot of people. 1 out.
All right, let's see. Last time out against LSU on a Friday night, Cade Anderson. Auburn got to him early. It was in the Sunday game that they got to the starter the second time through.
Ianson.
Yes, the Saturday starter, I'm sorry.
Pitch. To the shortstop. Backhand stab by Flores. 2 first. 2 outs.
A quick second out.
2 hard hit balls.
Yeah.
But both right at Flores, the shortstop. This is a Texas team that fields 976 coming in. Auburn fielding 980 coming in. I'm a little surprised they don't feel better on this turf.
Yeah.
2 down quickly, and here's Rembert. Grounded out to the second baseman in the first inning. The pitch to Chris, high and outside for ball 1. Wouldn't mind seeing him work a little deeper into the count.
Yeah, Freilich's at bat. He grounded out, but he did it on a full count. And that snapped a string of really quick contact or quick results.
A ball and no strikes to Rembert. Same pitch, outside and high, 2-0 the count to the Auburn designated hitter.
He swung at the first pitch he saw and grounded out in the first inning, in the first inning. So good to let him watch a couple.
He awaits the 2-0 pitch and chops it foul. Right over the head of Ike Irish outside the on-deck circle. No score. We're in the top of the third. Texas has the only base hit. Auburn had a couple runners on base in the second. Two-one pitch to Rembert. Fastball. Strike call. 2-2. Two outs and nobody on for Auburn in the top of the third.
Chris can look up and in or down and away.
Stretch and pitch. Fouled off a pitch that was away. Third inning brought to you by the Vance Law Firm, where the phone number is easy to remember. They say dial 3 for me, 334-333-3333.
Rembert, like Fabian, a little closer to the plate with 2 strikes.
Jared Spencer comes set. Pitch. Fouled back on a high fastball. 87, that's probably the cutter.
Yeah, 4-seamer, a cutter, a slider, and a changeup.
He likes to throw the cutter in to the right-handed hitters. Two and two to Rembert, 2 outs, and the top of the third, nobody on the pitch. Outside and high, count goes full. Well, like Fralick with 2 outs in the second, Rembert works a full count.
Mentioned this Tuesday when he drew a walk at Jack State. He's second on the team in walks drawn. Pretty impressive discipline by the freshman.
Now the 3-2. Here it is. Line drive, base hit up the middle. Into center field, Gasparino will get the ball back in. First hit of the night for Auburn and a good at bat.
Yeah.
Regardless of what happens, that's a good at bat for Chris Rembert.
He took a couple of pitches early, got ahead in the count, took some swings on balls he thought he could handle, hung in there, 3-2, and then just a solid single to center field. That's a big time at bat. It's a veteran at bat.
And it gives Ike Irish a chance to bat with 2 outs and a runner at first here in the third. Irish struck out looking on a 3-2 pitch in the first inning. Stretch in the pitch, down and away. Well, it's interesting that each of the 3 2-out batters for Auburn have all gone to 3-2 counts. Ike in the first, Fralick in the second, and Rembert here in the third. 1-0. Swing and a drive into deep right center field. That goes back to the wall. That is gone. Ike Irish just to the right of the batting eye. His 8th home run of the year, and Auburn breaks on top. A 2-out single by Rembert, and on a 1-0 pitch, Ike Irish with a 2-out, 2-run homer. And the Tigers lead 2-0.
He hit that against a driving wind, too. He got every bit of it. You think Ike loves these kind of moments?
I agree.
5th homer in SEC play. RBIs 12 and 13 in the league for Irish.
And here's McMurray with 2 outs and nobody on, following the 2-run blast by Ike Irish. Stretch and pitch. Up and in.
That is the 6th home run given up by Spencer this season and the 5th in league play.
21st surrendered by the Longhorns. Here's the stretch in the pitch. McMurray takes ball 2 outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
He got ahead of Cooper in the first at bat before McMurray drew the walk.
And that will bring the pitching coach out for Texas. That's interesting. I believe that's Max Weiner. The other coach on this staff is the former big league shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Uh-oh. They're looking into the dugout.
Trainer, and they're bringing out Jim Schlossnagel.
Oh, my. Yep, they're going to bring out the athletic trainer.
Uh-oh, indeed. 4 2/3 innings last time. 4 1/3 against Dartmouth, his shortest of the year, but this could be something other than performance. Athletic trainer is coming out. The head coach is out.
And they're going to have to get somebody ready in the bullpen.
They're sending them down immediately.
There are some.
He's not throwing anymore.
No,
he's coming straight out.
Oh,
oh, boy. sometimes he'll throw a pitch or two and they'll see this was nothing. He's walking out side by side with the Texas athletic trainer, and now Texas will get as much time as it needs for its new pitcher to come in. And
that right-hander is Max Grubbs.
Ooh. Now, he has been a major player for them in league play. A long relief guy, has a save, has 4 wins. He's tied for the team lead in wins in SEC games. He's been a guy that they've used. They've used him after Spencer, Andy, but it's usually the 5th or 6th or 7th, and he goes all the way to the end or near the end before Volantis comes in to get the save.
As Brad mentioned, he'll be given as much time as he needs to warm up. He's now exiting the bullpen and coming out. Texas makes a Pepper Tree pitching change for a new level of taste. Tiger fans know it's got to be Pepper Tree. For the best wine selection, the finest cuts of meat, visit Pepper Tree in Auburn and Montgomery and online. Steaks and Wine, that's steaks, the letter N, wine.com. Pepper Tree pitching change for Texas.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If what you like is getting the highest payouts, getting the most free play, and finding more of your favorite games all on a spacious upscale gaming floor, then Wind Creek Atmore is your kind of fabulous. No matter what fabulous means to you, you'll find it here. Wind Creek Atmore. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Well, as we mentioned, Max Grubbs is the new pitcher for Texas. His numbers on the season, 5-0 with 4 saves. Something has happened in 9 of his 11 outings this year. 5 wins, no losses, 4 saves, an earned run average of 1.71. This guy's been dynamite out of their bullpen. 31 2/3 innings. That leads all relievers. 25 hits allowed, but only 6 earned runs. He's walked 8, struck out 33. He's given up 3 homers, 2 wild pitches, and he's hit 2 batters. And teams are hitting .219 against Max Grubbs. In league play, 4-0 with 1 save and 5 appearances. So something in all 5 outings, a .216 earned run average. 16 2/3 innings, so he's averaging better than 3 innings per appearance. 15 hits, 4 runs, 5 walks, 18 strikeouts, couple of homers, couple of wild pitches. Team's batting .254 against Max Grubbs. In SEC play, Grubbs is out of Arlington, 6'1", 218 pounds, a junior right-hander. We saw a couple of replays in our cutaway, and on the home run ball by Irish, he held his left arm behind him and appeared to grimace a little bit, but it wasn't obvious. It's not like you go, oh, yeah, for sure. But there was some grimacing, kind of that smile when you're trying to hide some pain, and he held that arm behind his back a little bit, and then the next 2 missed to Cooper McMurray, and that drew the pitching coach, and then came the head coach, and then came the trainer.
So Grubbs inherits a 2-0 count with 2 down to Cooper McMurray. Auburn on top 2-0. Everything started with 2 outs. Chris Rembert on a 3-2 pitch singled up the middle. And then on a 1-0 pitch, Ike Irish hit his 8th home run of the year. Now 2-0 to McMurray, and he will get the first pitch from Grubbs. Pitch, swing, and a miss. Down and away on a fastball.
Lefties batting .289 against Grubbs. Righties 174.
Pitch, missed upstairs. 3 balls and a strike now to McMurray.
Grubbs fastball, low 90s slider. He's got a splitter and a cutter. So he's fastball heavy in different variations.
3-1 pitch to McMurray. Swing and a drive deep to right, but he pulled it foul. Plenty of distance, but hit it well, foul. Count goes full.
That may have been the cutter, but Cooper saw it well.
3-2 pitch. McMurray to the second baseman, actually to the shortstop. In the shift, he throws to first and the inning is over. Got him with the changeup at 77. But Auburn scores 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, no one left. We go to the bottom of the third. Auburn at 2, Texas, nothing. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Football season is coming soon.
Man wide open, Cam Coleman, touchdown Auburn!
The Tigers return Friday, August 29th at Baylor.
Oh, the second he goes down. Oh, he got blindsided by Keldrick. Oh, Reed in trouble. Reed goes down. DeMarcus Riddick.
This is your exclusive home for Auburn football, the Auburn Sports Network.
Since Auburn Bank opened in 1907, we've been tested by world wars, pandemics, and plenty of troubled times. Through it all, we've not only survived, but thrived by staying true to our core values of sound money management and putting our customers first. And just as surely as more challenges will come, we'll meet them the way we always have, with your confidence and our experience. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
Samuel Dutton staked to a 2-0 lead as Texas comes to the plate in the bottom half of the third. It will be Schussler, Farmer, and Duplantier. 7, 8, 9 hitters. On a very pleasant evening for baseball in Austin, the state capital. You had some state capital trivia. As far as the actual state capitol building is concerned.
The Capitol building in Austin is the largest of the 50 state capitals. The only Capitol buildings. The only Capitol building larger is in Washington, D.C. It is made out of red granite, which is native to the state of Texas.
Yeah.
It's really a beautiful, ornate building, and it is just a few hundred yards away from the team hotel downtown.
Kimball Schussler will lead it off. First baseman batting .298, 3 homers, 18 runs batted in. Dutton pitches and misses inside with a fastball.
A little bit of a delay there in the top of the third while the offense was getting 2 runs, and Texas had to bring in the new pitcher, so been a while for Sam.
1-0 pitch. Here it is. Line drive, base hit to right. Over McMurray's glove. Schussler around first base. He's going to dig for second and wisely stops. The throw comes in. It's over the head of Fabian, but Schussler was heading back to the first base bag.
A little bit.
Derek went to jump, and he collided with the second base umpire.
Yeah, the second base umpire was standing behind him, and Derek had to backpedal and then jump. A little bit of a break for Auburn that Schussler decided to put on the brakes and go back as Irish absolutely loaded up the cannon to make that throw. He threw that from near the corner.
Second straight inning that Texas has put the leadoff man on base with base hits to right. And now here's Tommy Farmer, the fourth. Throw to first, had the runner leading, but he gets back to the bag.
You know, Andy Farmer is not grounded into a double play yet either this season.
You don't say.
Yeah, I do say.
Schussler at first with 2 stolen bases, 3 attempts. The pitch, ground ball to the third base side. That's Guevara to second for 1 to first. And the ball gets away from McMurray. He made a move to second and gets back to the bag safely as Fralick threw to McMurray covering the first base bag.
And if Chase recognizes it and throws it a little faster, I think they get him there. He did his job and backed up the play, but didn't realize that he had made the move.
So Farmer aboard with a fielder's choice, 1 out in the inning. And here is Jaden Duplantier, the second baseman. Farmer, 5 stolen bases, 10 attempts.
Yeah.
Gets his lead down at first. Tigers lead it 2-0. We're in the bottom of the third as Dutton comes set in the pitch. Right down the middle for a strike on a fastball.
He threw the most strikes in their little internal competition to see which pitcher could do that, a major determining factor into who got starts early in the year, and that's been a key for Samuel this year.
Throw to first again, and Farmer is back. Duplantier batting .115 on the season. No homers and 2 runs batted in. Just his 6th start of the season. Pitch. Popped up, foul, right side, out of play.
They are missing one of their 3 or 4 best hitters, Max Ballou. He is out. They're hoping to get him back maybe for the last weekend of the regular season. He's been out the last 3 weeks.
Spells his last name just like the Auburn outfielder.
Exactly.
No balls and 2 strikes to Duplantier. Stretch. Throw to first. And Farmer is back.
Duplantier is 0 for 16 in SEC play with 7 strikeouts. Definitely a guy, the scouting report is good an athlete and as much potential that the scout is throwing strikes.
0-2 the count, the pitch. Popped up, foul, left side out of play. Stayed back on that off-speed delivery at 70 from Samuel Dutton. Count remains 0-2.
And he is as on top of the plate as anybody you'll see. Stephen Milam. Was it Milam or was it Pearson who was so on top of the plate for LSU? Yeah.
Stretch. Runner stays. Swing on a fly ball in the right. Long run for Ike Irish. Foul ground, and he runs out of room. Someone in the first row of the chairback seats down there almost fell onto the field trying to catch the ball, and he coughed it up.
He's a big Troy Tulowitzki fan.
Well, I'm not sure that Troy appreciates that.
Probably not.
Considering how well he played that ball.
You can wear the jersey, doesn't mean you can play like him.
Well put.
Yeah.
0-2 to Duplantier. Farmer with his lead at first, the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball that gets away from Fralick. Farmer will get to second base, and there are 2 outs in the inning. It's going to be a strikeout wild pitch that allows Farmer to go to second base. Third strikeout of the night for Dutton. The K counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. That is, are you ready?
Yeah.
The first wild pitch of the season for Samuel Dutton.
It sure is. Wow.
And it allows Farmer to get into scoring position. And here's Ethan Mendoza, leadoff man, a strikeout victim in the first. Dutton from the stretch. Checks the runner at second, the pitch. Up and in with the off-speed delivery. A 2-out, 2-run homer to right by Ike Irish. Actually, to right center by Ike gives Auburn a 2-0 lead. But Texas threatens in the bottom of the third. Farmer at second base with 2 down. And Mendoza ahead in the count. A ball and no strikes, the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. It's through for a base hit. Farmer around third will score. It's a 2-1 ball game. And the wild pitch comes back to haunt the Tigers.
Yeah, it's a lead actor in that run scoring for sure. That's a good at-bat by Mendoza. Went after the first pitch. Drives in his 27th run of the year. Gets his team leading 50th hit of the season. And without the wild pitch, that run doesn't score.
So a run home for Texas makes it a 2-1 Auburn lead. And here's Rylan Galvin. Texas shortstop grounded out to short in the first inning. All of the runs in this ball game, 2 for Auburn, 1 for Texas, have all come with 2 outs. Stretch of the pitch, and Galvin takes a strike and a slider.
You know, Farmer reached on that fielder's choice when Auburn couldn't quite turn the double play. Made the move to second. They just were a little late recognizing it and making a play.
Home plate umpire steps out from behind the plate. I don't know if that was a warning. Throw to first, runner back. Auburn was not running out of time. Did he go to his?
He may have. He may have
his mouth and then to the ball immediately.
Yep, may have.
0-1 to Galvin. Stretch, another throw to first. Mendoza has 6 stolen bases in 7 attempts.
Yeah, only Rodriguez has more. And in league play, he's been their most proficient base stealer, 4 for 4.
Pretty short lead over there. The pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. A couple sliders in this at bat to Galvin.
And Galvin had a fastball swing. That front leg.
He went down to a knee.
Yeah, really opened up on it.
0-2 to Galvin. Tigers lead 2-1. We're in the bottom of the third. Runner at first, 2 outs for Texas. Stretch and the pitch to Galvin. It's blocked as it got down into the turf. Runner stays at first on the block by Chase Fralick. Second baseman Snow shades up the middle for the Tigers. Huge hole on the right side of the infield for Galvin as Auburn holds the runner. The pitch. Fly ball into center. Carter is back. I'm not sure he saw that ball initially.
I agree.
But he makes the catch. He picked it up at some point. The inning is over. A run on 2 hits. No errors. A man left for Texas. We're through 3 in Austin. Auburn 2, Texas 1. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
Back to Austin for more Auburn baseball against Texas.
We go to the fourth. Auburn 2, Texas 1. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left for Auburn. A run on 3 hits, no errors. A man left for Texas to take you through the middle 3 innings. Here he is, Brad Long.
All right, Andy, thank you very much. It'll be Terrell, Guevara, and Carter due up against Max Grubbs. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Max Grubbs came on with a 2-0 count against Cooper McMurray after Ike Irish's 2-run homer in the third. The starter, Jared Spencer, experiencing, we don't know for sure, but he left the game after the athletic trainer made a visit to the mound. So the speculation would be an injury. The pitch to Terrell, bouncing ball up the middle, underneath the glove of the second baseman, Duplantier. He got to the ball, but couldn't get down to glove it in time. And Bub Terrell, first pitch swinging off of Grubbs, delivers a single up the middle.
Grubbs almost got it, and Duplantier almost got it. Neither one did, and Terrell's aboard with a leadoff single.
And Eric Guevara, who was hit by a pitch when he faced Spencer in the second, gets his first look at Max Grubbs. Grubbs, a long relief guy, 7 straight outings, and 8 times this year he's gone 3 innings or more in an appearance. First pitch to Guevara misses downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes.
He looks to the Auburn dugout where Gabe Gross flashes the signs to he and Bub Terrell down at first.
3 stolen bases for Bub, 1 in SEC play. 1-0 pitch to Guevara. He shows bunt, pulls back, takes it down and away. 2-0.
Almost a shift on the left side of the infield right now for the Texas infield, because Duplantier, the second baseman, just a few steps on the right side of second base. There is an enormous hole on the right side of this infield.
It's like the Red Sea almost. The pitch. There's a strike off speed on the outside corner, 2-1.
Well, let's see if Guevara can be like Moses and split the Red Sea.
Guevara, both feet in the bottom right portion of the batter's box, bunts. Back to the pitcher. Fields, throws, barely got the out. He actually pulled the first baseman, Schussler, off the bag briefly. He had to get his foot back there quickly, and he did. A sacrifice for Guevara moves Terrell in scoring position with 1 out.
Second sacrifice bunt of the season for Eric. Terrell now into scoring position for the Tigers.
They went over this last night. You got to bunt it a little harder on this turf to make sure the catcher doesn't get out there and get it, because it is such a slow artificial surface. Now here's Bristol Carter, popped up a bunt. His first time, he swings and flies one to left. Rodriguez started back, now comes in and makes the catch in left field. Carter got underneath it. 2 pitches that he has seen tonight, and he's been retired twice. And quickly 2 are down after the leadoff single by Terrell. Take a 2-out hit from Chase Fralick. He grounded out to first with 2 outs in the second inning, but a quality at bat. Fell behind early, worked it full. Grubbs works off the right side of the rubber, looks briefly back to second and comes home. And misses downstairs with a breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 of Fralick's 3 homers, 12 of his 30 runs driven in SEC play. He's actually batting 7 points higher in the league than his overall average. Grubbs comes set again. He deals. Fralick takes a strike. It's 1-1. Auburn has won 4 of its 5 SEC series. Texas has won all 5 coming in. They've not lost a series this year. The pitch. Swing and a foul off his foot. Down goes Fralick and quickly back up, but he is limping. Right foot. Took a foul ball, high velocity off the bat. And between taking the backswing from the Texas batter earlier in the game off his arm, he's going to be black and blue at the end of this game. No replay yet to see exactly where that got him. But the infield now moves into a shift. Flores, the shortstop, moves to the right side of the bag.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's risky. See if Fralick can flick it out there to where he voided. Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball to left. Rodriguez over near the line, still carrying. He was a step shy of the warning track. The wind pushed that a long way before Rodriguez hauled it in for the 3rd out. So Auburn can't get that leadoff single home. No runs on a hit, no errors. Terrell stranded at second base. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 2-1 Tigers in front here in Austin, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories, like cookouts, cornhole with friends, ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad, the one with the feta, oh, sorry, or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Hey guys, it's Auburn baseball season again, and if you want to hit your next big event out of the park, then get Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn to help with all of your catering needs. From team parties to tailgating or any big event you may have, Baumhauer's always hits a home run by making sure all of your logistics are covered, and you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the big game. And if you need a place to host your party, come try Baumhauer's new covered patio. Give us a call to book your big event today. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, 2353 Bent Creek Road in Auburn. War Eagle.
2-1 Auburn as Texas comes to the plate in the bottom half of the 4th. One final in SEC baseball tonight in the Yellowwood scoreboard. South Carolina wins at home against Ole Miss 3-2, just the 3rd conference win for the Gamecocks. Elsewhere, bottom of the 7th, Georgia and Vandy tied at 1. That game in Nashville. Bottom half of the 3rd in Columbia, Oklahoma leads Missouri 3-1. Top of the 3rd in Fayetteville, Texas A&M 4, Arkansas 2. And bottom of the 4th in Baton Rouge, Alabama 2, LSU 1 on the Yellowwood scoreboard.
Here it's Auburn 2, Texas 1. Hits are even at 3 apiece, and the Longhorns in the 4th have Flores, Gasparino, and Borba. Coming up against Samuel Dutton, 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Longhorns. Right-handed hitting Flores. Takes a first pitch breaking ball high. 1-0. Dutton retired the first 3 Got them in order in the first, then a leadoff single by Gasparino in the second. They've had leadoff singles in each of the last 2 innings. The pitch, swing and a miss. Went after a breaking ball, down and away. A ball and a strike, the count. A clear, beautiful night in Austin. Very comfortable. Wind is blowing very hard. 1-1. Another curveball missed up and away. 2-1. And it's not just at high level. They've got very high light poles and flag poles. Pitch from Dutton. Bounced left side. Guevara charges, fields, throws in time for the out. Another ground out induced by Dutton. One away. Flores has bounced to third twice. And now Will Gasparino is the batter. He singled his first time. A hot shot line drive off of McMurray's glove at first base. But looking down on the field and the umpires, their uniforms, their pants are really flapping in the wind. So a strong and steady wind blowing across right to left. Open stance for Gasparino, and the first pitch to him, breaking ball, missed high. Dutton has tried a couple of times the second time through the order to land that curveball for a first pitch strike to no avail. Gasparino batting better in league play than overall. He grounds a breaking ball off of his foot and off to the left side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Texas off to its best 45-game start since 2004 and its best conference start since 2010. Auburn is off to its best start since 2003. Dutton's pitch. Ground ball, left side. This time it's Fabian shuffling to his right. Quick release, low throw on a quick hop, gloved by McMurray for the out. 6-3 on the put out, and 2 ground outs to start the fourth. Here comes Casey Borba, the third baseman. Auburn's 9-6 SEC start is its best since they started 10-5 in 2017. So a couple of teams, needless to say, with a lot of momentum, and with that comes confidence. Pitch from Dutton. Missed the inside corner.
Borba was trying to be hit on that pitch.
He sure was.
He didn't move, did he? And Dutton almost hit him.
Borba, another right-handed batter that gets every bit of that batter's box as close as he can to the plate. Foot on the back line, and the fastball comes in. That's a strike at 92. 1-1. Borba grounded into a double play in the second inning, his first of the season. Infield plays him to pull. Snow near the bag at second. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball hit too short. Fabian gloves, throws, one hopper.
Beauty.
Glove picked up there off the carpet by McMurray at first. And 3 ground ball outs in quick fashion.
Fabian knew exactly what he was doing there.
Yeah, that's a veteran play both at short and at first. Fabian to McMurray. 3 up, 3 down go the Longhorns in the fourth. Still 2-1 Auburn as we go to the fifth when Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
We head to the fifth inning. Auburn will have Fabian, Snow, and Rembert due up against Max Grubbs, the long reliever who came in after Jared Spencer was taken out of the game back in the third inning. He gave up a 2-run homer to Irish and then threw back-to-back balls to McMurray. Pitching coach, head coach, athletic trainer came out, removed him from the game, and Grubbs has been in since. Derek Fabian. Let's see now if those couple of nice defensive plays in the bottom of the fourth get him going a little bit here offensively in the fifth. Sometimes you see that. He hit it well, but right at the shortstop in his first at bat. Fabian stands in there, middle of the box. First pitch, called strike at 87, 0-1. Hits are even at 3, no errors in the ball game. Fabian waves and misses at a changeup way out in front, 0-2. Fabian, Snow, and Rembert, 3 right-handers. And righties have struggled against Grubbs. The pitch. Swing popped up on the infield. Right side, second baseman. Dances with it a little bit.
Sure did.
And Duplantier finally puts it away about waist high. 1 down.
There is plenty of wind, and it is at lower levels and at the upper levels. The flags in the flag stands in center, flag poles in center. The American flag and the Texas flag are as tall as any flag I can remember.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how high up you think those flags are?
I have no idea. They're taller than we are where we are.
First pitch to Eric Snow is high, ball 1.
Point is, they're fluttering out there, and then flags that we see down at field level.
Yeah.
Looks like they're fluttering even more. Blowing out to left.
Pitch to Snow. Chopper. Left side, shortstop charges. Flores gloves and throws for the second out. And Grubbs is getting a lot of early contact. That was the second pitch of the at-bat. He got Fabian on the third pitch of the at-bat. Now here comes Chris Rembert, who singled a really good at-bat that set the table for Ike Irish and his home run. And now the Texas catcher, Galvin, making sure his equipment is good.
Looks like he's fixing the bottom of his right shin guard, Brad.
Now he's down in the crouch, and Rembert is in the box. First pitch to Chris. Outside, ball 1. Rembert 1 for 2. He has singled and grounded to second. They play him to pull on the infield. The wind by Grubbs and the delivery. Swing and a miss.
And that got the catcher. At foul tip got the catcher. And the home plate umpire, Jason Bradley, will take his time walking a baseball out to the pitcher, Max Grubbs.
That was not on the shin.
No.
Yeah.
As a very poor high school catcher, I've been there. I have not only sympathy, but empathy
sure.
for the young man.
Sure. All right. He's going to grit it out. And here's Rembert back in the box. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, 2 outs. 5th inning. The pitch off speed and low. 2-1 to the Auburn designated hitter. He's played second, played right field Tuesday at Jack State. Back as the DH tonight, one of Auburn's best hitters in league play. The pitch downstairs, 3-1. And he's worked himself into an advantageous count here with Irish on deck. This looks a lot like what he did 2 innings ago. Rembert's second on the team with 25 walks. Grubbs looks home. Into the wind and to the plate. Little tapper foul. Hit the bat twice. And the count's full. 92 on the fastball. Couldn't get it by him. Second straight full count for Rembert. He singled in the third. Texas fans trying to help out Grubbs. The right-hander goes to work and deals. And misses low, ball 4. Another really good at bat by Chris Rembert. And another opportunity for Irish to hit with a man on base.
First walk allowed by Grubbs. That's just the fourth walk that he's allowed. Excuse me, pardon me. That is just the ninth walk that he has allowed this season. Had 33 strikeouts. That's just his ninth walk.
Yeah. He's not had any outing where he walked more than 2. Pitch to Irish, swing, and a foul ball at the plate. Nothing in 1 to Ike. It is 8th home run of the season, a 2-run blast to right center in the 3rd. Grubbs has allowed 3 home runs this year, including 1 last time out at Kentucky. Right-hander deals. Ike takes an off-speed pitch outside, 1-1.
Texas won that series at Kentucky. The one loss they had was in 15 innings.
Yeah.
And then they won by a run in the final game of the series.
Yeah, Kentucky and Auburn knows this. It's hard to go up to Lexington and win a series.
You're not kidding.
Both these teams have done that this year. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Left side. Shortstop or Flores. That's not Flores. That's Borba in foul territory. Has enough room and makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. So Irish fouls out. Borba was playing in the shift. Had to go a long way to get it and barely had enough room. But he did, and the inning is over. No runs, a 2-out walk, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on for the Tigers halfway home. In the series opener in Austin, it's Auburn 2 and Texas 1. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If what you like is getting the highest payouts, getting the most free play, and finding more of your favorite games all on a spacious upscale gaming floor, then Wind Creek Wetumpka is your kind of fabulous. No matter what fabulous means to you, you'll find it here. Wind Creek Wetumpka. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
Really good game so far. Auburn leads Texas 2-1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Samuel Dutton back out there. He's given up 3 hits thus far. He has struck out 2. He has not walked a batter. The 5th inning is presented by Wind Creek Casinos. Elevate your game plan to
fabulous.
Play the hottest games and win
fabulous
rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casinoverse app.
During the half inning, John Armstrong, Cam Tilley, and Carson Myers to the Auburn bullpen. Nobody working. They're just now in the bullpen.
Adrian Rodriguez struck out his first time. 3 strikeouts for Dutton, actually. I think I said 2. It's 3. Pitch to Rodriguez, lined into right field. That's a base hit. He jumped on the first pitch. 3rd time in 5 innings that Texas leads off with a single. Rodriguez is aboard. First pitch swinging. One over the inner half, lined it into right. And now here's Kimball Schuessler. Schuessler singled to start the 3rd. Got a little Dolly Parton for his walk-up music.
I like that.
Sure. It's certainly been motivational to more than one young man in the past.
Just going to leave that one alone.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
I probably should have too.
Mm-hmm.
Schuessler stands in there, runner at first, nobody out. Pitch to him. Missed a little bit high, and it's 1-0. Kimball Schuessler, 43 hits on the year. He has driven in 18 runs. Number 7 hitter in the order. Pitch. Runner goes, is down and away. Throw to second is in time, and the runner is out. Frelick throws out his 4th base runner of the season, and Butch Thompson is asking about batter's interference.
Yeah, because that would be an out on the steal and an out for the batter. And Frelick threw around the runner. The batter stepped across the plate.
Sure
he is almost in the other batter's box.
He is. He winds up in the batter's box, but they are not going to look at it.
Wow. First time Rodriguez has been thrown out this season.
Yeah. Yeah, first time in 9 tries. Pitch. Missed inside. And it's 2-1.
That was a great job by Frelick because he did have to throw around the batter who had stepped into the left-handed batter's box.
At the time of the throw, Schuessler was on top of the plate. There's a swing and a miss and another slider, and he right now has no answer for Dutton's slider. By the time Frelick finished the throw, he was in the left-handed batter's box fully. Nobody on, 1 out, 2-2 pitch. Got a piece of the slider, fouled it off.
Right, Dutton is ready to go as soon as he gets the ball back, too.
Yeah, he's having to wait on the Texas hitter
is.
to stand in and address him. Pitch clock is reset.
Batter is not in the batter's box yet.
Now he's in, looking down. Now he's looking at Dutton with 9 on the pitch clock. Samuel deals. Fouled, right side, up the line. 92, fastball in. Pretty good job there by Schuessler to get the hands in. See if he tries to come back with the slider.
Neither was Dutton on top of the hill or the batter in the batter's box, and they had already started the pitch clock.
It's down to 10.
Yeah.
That's not a problem for Dutton, though. He's ready. He delivers. Curveball.
Oh.
Must have been a little bit high. Ooh. Dutton feeling like he's not getting a lot of help right now.
And the pitch clock is down to 12 before the batter is in the batter's box.
Well, you got to address the pitcher by 8, and he's just barely doing it, the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, strike 3. 4th strikeout for Samuel Dutton, who through all of that just kept his head down, kept plowing away, did his job, and got the strikeout. 2 away for Tommy Farmer. Farmer reached on a fielder's choice and scored. The only run for Texas so far tonight. Tigers lead 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody on, 2 away. Farmer, upright stance, right-handed batter, pitched to him in there for a strike. Off-speed delivery. 0-1. Another first pitch strike from Auburn's senior right-hander. Really nice feature on War Eagle Plus on Samuel Dutton on the flight. Here's the pitch. Missed outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Talks about his routine, and he and his wife kind of have the same weekly routine. The night before he pitches, at least for home games. And here's the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. And hard to argue with that routine the last couple of weeks.
Oh, you're not kidding. He has been lights out for Auburn.
3 home starts this year, 20 innings, 2 runs allowed, 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 5 strikeouts for Dutton. And after that leadoff single by Rodriguez, he just cut through Schuessler and Farmer to retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left on base. Through 5, it's Auburn 2, Texas 1. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
He was the SEC Player of the Year. Sonny DeShare now joins us.
That 2021 year, I mean, so many close games. You know, if they win half of them, it's a different story. They're probably hosting a regional if they win half of those. And a lot of guys who were just kind of beat up and tired of what had happened. And so it was really good going into a locker room of guys who know what success is because a bunch of them were on that 2019 Omaha team. They just know how to win. And so it was good to really get in there and work with them. I mean, like the Brody Moores and the Kason Howells and the Carson Skippers, those guys that had been there and been to Omaha and who were really mad about that 2021 year. It was good to kind of all of us get on the same page because it didn't take long. We were all on the same page by week 2 or 3 of the fall. And from there, that's really where it grew out.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn is trying to find out an answer for Max Grubbs. They have 1 hit against him through 2 1/3 innings. He's kind of been doing what he has done so far this year. Tigers got a 2-run homer off the starter, Jared Spencer. Auburn leads 2-1 as we go to the 6th. And for the Tigers, middle third of the order, McMurray, Terrell, and Guevara. This is their second time through now against Grubbs. Conecuh Sausage is the official sausage and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. They have it here at this ballpark, too. Saw a stand yesterday.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All right.
Game day favorite, Conecuh, always great on the grill. Pick up a package at a local grocery store. Grubbs goes to work. McMurray tries to bunt it against the shift and bunts it foul to the left, 0-1. Not a bad idea as they don't wait for 2 strikes. They go direct. You could bunt for a double. Maybe not on this turf. Stands back in now, 0-1. He was walked in the second, grounded to short in his second at bat. He fouls one back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. 2-1 Tigers. Top of the 6th inning. McMurray steps back in. See if he can do some 2-strike hitting. Grubbs delivers. Line drive. Oh, he found it. Oh, it went right back to Grubbs, and he caught the ball. Oh, I don't know how he caught that. My goodness.
It was close to catastrophe for him.
No kidding.
Because if he doesn't catch it, I don't know where it hits him on his body.
My goodness gracious. You don't see a ball hit any harder than that. Good night. Oh,
that's a great play.
He shielded his face
and caught the ball,
and the ball found his glove.
Great play.
That's an unbelievable play. Is it fair to say it's hard to hit a ball any harder than that and right back up the middle? Man, 1 out. Here's Terrell. Now, time called. They gave him a ball, didn't they?
Sure did.
They called a pitch clock violation on Grubbs. 1 ball, no strikes. Tell you what, that woke up the crowd a little bit here, too. The pitch to Terrell is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Bub Terrell singled in the 4th. He's also grounded out on a really good play by Borba at 3rd. Took away extra bases from the freshman left fielder. Grubbs to the plate. Bouncing ball right side to his left. Deplanier fields and throws for the out. 2 down. Terrell, the only batter to get a hit off of Grubbs in this outing. That is now 3 innings. It is his 8th straight appearance of 3 innings or more. And now here's Eric Guevara. Was hit by a pitch, put down a sacrifice bunt. In his first 2 outings out there tonight, first pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball down and in. 0-1 to the Auburn third baseman. Wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss again. And it's 0-2.
That may have been the splitter.
Yeah.
That dropped out of sight.
Guevara 6 for 24 in SEC play. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on 3 pitches. And he retires the side in order. Tigers go in order in the 6th. 2-1, Auburn in front. Bottom of the 6th is next when Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Don't stop planning for your future. Don't stop investing in your kids' education. Don't stop dreaming of that new home. And don't stop growing your business. Whatever you're passionate or dreaming about, don't stop. Because when you have a bank you can trust, you have the confidence to take on tomorrow. Speak with a Trustmark associate today for advice on achieving your goals. Trustmark. People you trust. Advice that works. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
9-1-2 hitters for Texas here in the bottom of the 6th with Auburn leading 2-1. Samuel Dutton's given up a run on 4 hits to this point in the game. No walks and 5 strikeouts. He's at 63 pitches. So a little over 12 pitches an inning as he gets ready to go to the 6th. Senior right-hander. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets, remember, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Tigers. Expect the expected with SeatGeek. Get you some other scores from around the SEC on the Yellowwood scoreboard throughout this inning. A lot of closing. In fact, every other game is either tied or a one-run game at the moment as Duplantis leans out over the plate from the right side to start the inning, and he waves and misses at the first pitch.
One final. South Carolina edged Ole Miss 3-2. That game was in Columbia. Bottom of the 8th in Nashville. Vanderbilt 2, Georgia 1.
0-1 pitch to Duplantis. Grounded foul left side over to the Auburn dugout.
Top of the 5th in Columbia. Missouri and Oklahoma tied at 3. Top of the 5th in Fayetteville. A&M and Arkansas tied at 4. Top of the 6th in Baton Rouge. Alabama continues to lead LSU 2-1.
Duplantis has struck out once tonight. Takes an off-speed pitch just a little bit high, and now the count 1-2 to the Texas second baseman. Dutton ready to go. Short wind, he delivers. And misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Duplantier, 3 hits on the season and 4 walks. Dutton deals and misses low and away. The count's full, 3-2. It was an overthrow by Sam. He knew it when he let go of it. So he got ahead 0-2. And now it's gone full to the number 9 hitter. Off the right side of the rubber, Dutton rocks and fires and gets a called third strike. Breaking ball outside corner, half a dozen Ks now for Samuel Dutton. The K counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1.
And 3 in a row. Swinging strikeouts from Schussler and Farmer, and a backwards K to Duplantier. Got ahead of him 0-2, worked it to a 3-2 count, and then painted the outside corner.
Now here's the leadoff man, Ethan Mendoza, his third look at Dutton. He's 1 for 2, an RBI single and a strikeout. The single was back up the middle. The first pitch to him is low. 1-0 the count to the DH. Right-handed batter deep in the box. He crowds the plate a little bit, too, not just right up on the front line. Takes a strike on the inside corner at the knees. Well placed. Fastball at 93, 1-1, the count. Texas hosted Rio Grande Valley Tuesday and won 11-4. They got a lot of home games coming up. The pitch. There's a called strike. Another fastball, 92. Back-to-back fastballs, and Mendoza's behind in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 6th. Auburn leads 2-1. Dutton gets the call he wants and delivers. Ground ball right side and through. A 2-strike swing, and Mendoza just took it the other way off the end of the bat. Nothing fancy about that, just a good 2-strike single to right. And Texas has its 5th hit of the ballgame.
May have wanted to get that a little further outside than he did. He left it over the plate just a bit. And a nice job of hitting by Mendoza on a 1-2 pitch.
Texas is in a stretch where 8 of 9 games are at home. This is their 2nd game in that stretch. They host Texas A&M next weekend. Here is Galvin, the catcher. First pitch to him is a strike. Galvin 0 for 2. He is grounded to short, fly to center. Tied for the team lead with 11 home runs. The pitch. Off speed and in there for a strike. A beautiful breaking ball. And it's 0-2 quickly. Well, Dutton has been able to get ahead of each of the first 3 hitters. He has 1 strikeout and a surrender to single. Now we'll see what he does with Galvin. Here's the pitch. Another breaking ball missed down and away. 1-2. Tigers lead 2-1. Tying run at first for Texas in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Wind is picked up to left, Brad.
Which is incredible to say because it's been blowing hard all game. But you're right. Pitch. Swing and a foul off his foot, and down goes Galvin in a heap. Looked like it got him just below the ankle. That's what it looked like to the naked eye in real time. And he is limping around. Got him on the right foot somewhere.
He wears a guard on the left foot, or the left ankle. I think that came up and hit him near above on the shin on that left side.
I think you're right. It bounced first.
Sure did. Throw him inside.
Dutton comes set. He deals. Off speed pitch, a little bit high. 2-2 the count. Jason Bradley may have given up on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dutton trying to get through 6. The pitch. Little tapper. Left side. Guevara charges, fields, and throws to get Galvin. It moves Mendoza into scoring position, but now 2 are out. He pulled it off the end of the bat, did Galvin to that left side. A slow roller, slow bouncer.
And Galvin was still hobbled running down the first base line.
So he's 0 for 3 on the night, and here is Jalen Flores. He's grounded to third twice. So he goes up looking to pull, and here's Everett Tiefert. First base is open. Gasparillo is on deck, the cleanup hitter. Flores 0 for 2. His numbers, he came in hitting under 200 in league play. Everett Tiefert has called the entire infield together.
John Armstrong John Armstrong, the only one throwing, but Carson Myers, is starting to loosen up in the bullpen as well.
Jason Bradley goes out to try to end the conversation, move the meeting along.
And he
does.
He will escort Chase Fralick to behind the plate.
Well, pretty big spot in this game here. Bottom of the 6th. Auburn leads 2-1. Samuel Dutton trying to get the 3rd out in the 6th inning. Tying run is at second base in the form of Mendoza, who has good speed. And Jalen Flores, the number 3 hitter, is the batter. The first pitch to him is flied to right center field and into the gap. We are tied. Flores, that ball got all the way to the wall. Carter overran it. Flores is going to take off for third, and he's going to make it sliding feet first. It's at least an RBI double. We'll see if they give him a triple. Bristol Carter overran the ball on the turf in right center field and had to double back and get it, and that allowed Flores to take third. 2-2. We've got a brand new ball game in the 6th.
It was going to score the tying run regardless.
Yep.
But Bristol Carter overran the ball that then got to the wall, and Flores ended up at third. All 4 runs have come with 2 outs tonight.
It is a double for Flores and an error on Carter that allowed him to go to third. And now, before Gasparino can bat, Everett Tiefert is out, and Auburn is going to make a call to the bullpen here with 2 outs in the 6th inning and a tie ball game. This third time through the order, a single, a ground out, and a double. And boy, Dutton battled and battled and battled. 2 runs allowed. And he exits the ball game having struck out 6, walked none. He's given up 2 runs on 6 hits, 80 pitches for Samuel Dutton. He is out, and a new pitcher is on for the Tigers on this Ford F-150 call to the bullpen.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Tigers to the bullpen for the first time this weekend. And a Ford F-150 call to the bullpen. Auburn goes to John Armstrong, veteran right-hander, 6 foot, 220-pound senior out of Harrison High School in Marietta, Georgia. Armstrong 1-1 this season, a 5.25 ERA, making his 12th relief appearance. 12 innings, 9 runs, 7 earned on 19 hits. He struck out 14, walked just 3, has given up a homer. And SEC, or opponents, are hitting .352 against Armstrong. 0-1 in the SEC with a 10.38 ERA. This will be his 5th league appearance. 4 1/3 innings, 7 runs, 5 earned on 14 hits. 6 strikeouts, a walk, a homer. And the league hitting a robust .538 against John Armstrong. Samuel Dutton's night is done, going 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs on 6 hits. 6 strikeouts, no walks, a wild pitch. That wild pitch figured into the runs tonight for Texas. 80 pitches thrown by Dutton, 56 for strikes. The Longhorns scored a run in the 3rd on a 2-out single by Mendoza. Mendoza reached tonight in this 6th inning on a single to right on a 1-2 pitch. And with 2 outs, Jalen Flores doubled into the gap in right center field. Bristol Carter overran the ball. It was a double, a run-scoring double for Flores, who went to third on the fielding error by Carter. Flores is at third with 2 outs, and the first man to face John Armstrong is Will Gasparino.
Armstrong against LSU in the Saturday game last week. An inning and 2/3 scoreless with 2 hits allowed. 1 walk, no strikeouts, 31 pitches for Armstrong in that outing. Last time on the road at Georgia Tech, 1 walk, no strikeouts, no hits, and an inning of work. Gasparino stands in and takes the first pitch ball inside.
As Armstrong goes to work on the mound, Myers goes to work in the Auburn pen.
Runner at third, pitch inside, 2-0. Well, like you mentioned, the runner at second would have scored even without the Carter misplay. Let's see how the rest of the inning plays out to see how much of a factor that error becomes. Runner at third, 2 outs, 2-0 pitch. Sweeps away, 3-0. Borba on deck. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Bottom of the 6th, 2-2 our score. Go ahead run at third for Texas. 2 of the top 6 teams in the country. Pitch. Strike at the knees, 3-1. Gasparino singled in the second. A line drive off McMurray's glove at first. He's also grounded to short. Armstrong trying to come back from the count and get him. 3-1 on the way. Little tapper. Back to Armstrong. A half swing, a little check swing grounder right back to the mound. Just what Auburn needed there to get out of the inning. They get to throw to first in time, inning over. Texas does tie the game. They get a run on 2 hits, 1 Auburn error, and a runner left stranded at third. Now through 6 here in Austin. Tigers 2, Longhorns 2. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Auburn University, we're not just learners, we're doers. In every corner of the state, Auburn men and women put knowledge to work, fueling the state's economy and building healthier, more prosperous communities. We partner with local leaders to solve local challenges and create access to opportunities that benefit all. To learn how Auburn's at work in your community, visit auburn.edu/acrossalabama. This message is sponsored by Auburn University, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Don't stop planning for your future. Don't stop investing in your kids' education. Don't stop dreaming of that new home. And don't stop growing your business. Whatever you're passionate or dreaming about, don't stop. Because when you have a bank you can trust, you have the confidence to take on tomorrow. Speak with a Trustmark associate today for advice on achieving your goals. Trustmark. People you trust, advice that works. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Two to two. It's a 3-inning game, essentially, and Auburn will have the bottom third of the order due up. Carter, Freilich, and Fabian against Max Grubbs, who's averaging under 4 pitches per out retired. 39 pitches in 3 1/3 innings. He's given up 1 hit. He's walked 1, and he has struck out 1. He's getting a lot of early contact in this game, and Grubbs is on. He's trying to make it one of his longest outings of the year. Between 3 and 4 innings is what he normally goes. Tigers try to get to him. Here to take you home. Once again, voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Bristol Carter is fouled out on a bunt attempt. He's also flied to left. He leads off the Auburn 7th, and the pitch is right in there for a strike 1.
First pitch he's taken tonight. He's been up there bunting on the first pitch, swinging on the first pitch.
0-1 delivery. Strike 2 on the outside corner. 0-2 to Bristol. Carter, Freilich, and Fabian. 7, 8, 9 hitters for Auburn in the 7th. The pitch, Carter swings, fists one left side foul ground and beyond. Casey Borba, the third baseman.
Grubbs' high pitch count this year, 70. That came against LSU on March 22nd. He has routinely gone into the 60s and 70s, so he's nowhere close to that.
Another 0-2 to Bristol. Got him swinging, took something off of that one.
Had him chasing the ball. It was never a strike.
Second strikeout, second consecutive strikeout for Grubbs. And here is Freilich.
Longest outing of the year for Grubbs, 4 1/3 against Illinois back on March 2nd. He followed that with a 4-inning appearance against Santa Clara.
Well, he's gone 3 1/3, actually 3 2/3 here tonight.
Yep.
And Freilich at the plate. He's tapped out to the first baseman and flied to left. Pitch on the way. Chase sends one up the middle and through for a base hit. They have the second baseman, Duplantier, swung around to the right side, and Freilich has his first base hit of the night.
First hit since the 4th inning, Bub Terrell's single.
That was the second man to face Grubbs. And now here's Fabian. He's grounded to short and popped up to second. Stretch by Grubbs, and the pitch to Fabian. Swinging a tapper back to the pitcher. He looks to second, throws there, and gets the lead runner. Threw it in the turf. It was short hop there by Flores. 2 outs.
That was a breaking ball sweeping away. Fabian swung early and hit it off the end of the bat right to the pitcher. And another early swing, another really fast at bat.
And now we go to the top of the order for Eric Snow, who's 0 for 3. He's popped up to second, grounded out to short twice. Fabian replaces Fralick at first. There with 2 outs. And there's a base hit to right by Snow. Fabian will hold up at second base. Ball returned to the infield by Farmer, and Auburn has runners at first and second with 2 down.
Well, Auburn knows that Grubbs is a strike thrower. He's got a high percentage of strike throwing, and so they feel like they've got something to hit early in the at-bat. Snow certainly did there, and Fralick did as well. Both those are first-pitch singles. Grubbs he inherited a 2-0 count, went to 3-1 to McMurray. Other than that, he's had 1 3-ball count to Rembert that ended in a walk, and only 2 other 2-ball counts.
Rylan Galvin, the catcher, is out. There's some stirring, and now someone's starting to warm up in the Longhorn bullpen. Carson Myers continues to warm up in the Auburn pen.
Aiden Moffitt, 32, is the right-hander warming for Texas. And as you said, he has just started throwing.
Here is Chris Rembert. Grounded out, singled, and walked on the night. Stretch, pitch on the way. Rembert takes it low and inside for ball 1. Well, every run tonight, the 2 for Auburn, the 2 for Texas, have scored with 2 outs in an inning. Fabian at second, and Snow at first. As Grubbs comes set. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss.
Had a big cut.
Ball and a strike. Wind is blowing out to left. Stretch. 1-1 to Rembert. Takes it low. 2 balls and a strike.
As good a 2 at-bats as you've seen from Chris Rembert tonight. A single in the 3rd, a walk in the 5th.
They shade up the middle with the second baseman Duplantier. Big hole on the right side of the infield. Stretch in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually got the foul tip, and that got the catcher as well.
Second time.
Yeah. Galvin trying to walk it off.
Had him on the right leg that time, or thereabouts.
A ball and 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Rembert. Base hit here could give Auburn the lead.
Absolutely, with 2 outs. Fabian moves well.
How about a gapper? Or 1 into the corner. 2-2 to Rembert. Grubbs stretches. Here's the pitch. Just missed inside.
Ooh.
Missed inside.
That's an incredible take from the youngster.
And now Fabian from first and Snow from second are off with the pitch. Get 1 to the outfield. It's at least a tie ball game. 3-2 the count. Stretching the pitch. Chopper, third base side, foul. Behind Carl Nonamaker. Andrew Dutton, the brother of the Auburn starter, the first base coach tonight for Auburn, as he has been much of the season. Another 3-2 count coming up to Rembert with runners at first and second and 2 down. Runners are off the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Went down and away, and the inning comes to a close. No runs a hit, no errors. 2 men left for Auburn. 7th inning stretch time in Austin. The Tigers and the Longhorns are tied at 2. And Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoTigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
This game recap is presented by Regions Bank. Regions is a proud partner of Auburn University and the official bank of the SEC.
Game recap, it's looked like two bona fide top 6 teams tonight. Auburn got a 2-run homer from Ike Irish in the 3rd to take a 2-0 lead. Texas got single runs in the 3rd and the 6th. All the runs scored in this game have come with 2 outs in their respective innings, and Auburn goes to the bullpen for its 3rd pitcher of the game. It's Carson Myers, the lefty out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. 6'3", 213-pound senior left-hander, the transfer from UAB in his 2nd year with the Auburn program. 0-1 in a dozen appearances, 11 in relief. 0-1 with 3 saves and a 3.25 earned run average. 27 2/3 innings for Myers, 25 hits, 10 earned runs. He's only walked 4, and he struck out 34. He's given up 8 doubles, 2 homers. He's thrown 3 wild pitches and hit 1 batter. Opposition hitting .240 against Carson Myers. 0-1 with a 1.93 ERA in league play. 10 hits, 3 runs in 14 innings. Teams batting just 196 against Carson Myers in SEC play. His best outing by far came at Georgia in a game where he went 3+ and set a new career high for strikeouts, was absolutely on fire the last time Auburn was on the road in SEC play. John Armstrong faced 1 batter, got a ground out, threw only 5 pitches. So Armstrong could absolutely come back another time this weekend here in Austin. In the bottom of the 7th, Myers will deal with Borba, Rodriguez, and Schussler for Texas.
And before we get there, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Borba will lead it off, and the first pitch to him misses high and outside from Myers. Borba is hit to the shortstop twice tonight, a 6-4-3 double play in the 2nd, and 1 deep in the hole to Fabian in the 4th. Pitch on the way. Borba swings and misses at a fastball. A ball and a strike. Borba, Rodriguez, and Schussler. The scheduled 3 for the Longhorns in the bottom of the 7th. Tigers and Texas tied at 2. Pitch. Borba. High fly ball to right. Plenty of room out there for Ike Irish. Moves to his left and makes the catch for the first out. First man retired by Myers. And now he gets a left-hander and Adrian Rodriguez, the left fielder. Struck out looking in the 2nd. Singled through the right side in the 5th. But was thrown out trying to steal. First time he'd been thrown out all season long in the base paths. Left-handed hitter against the lefty Myers. The pitch. It sweeps outside for ball 1. One down, nobody on. We're in the 7th. Pitch on the way. A little bit low. Had the corner, but missed the missed load on the outside corner. 2-0 the count to Rodriguez. Carson Myers, the 3rd pitcher of the night for Auburn. Samuel Dutton, 5 2/3 innings. 2 runs on 6 hits. Pitch on the way. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of the catcher. 2 balls and a strike, the count to Rodriguez. He has 5 homers, 14 runs batted in. John Armstrong retired the only man that he faced, getting the 3rd out in the 6th. And now Carson Myers on for Auburn. 1 out, nobody on for the Longhorns. 2 balls and a strike to Rodriguez. Carson winds and fires. Strike called on the outside edge. 2-2. Crowd of nearly 7,000 on hand tonight at Dish Falk Field for the opener of this series. 2 top 10 teams. 2-2. Here it is. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Got him with a fastball.
Perfectly placed. Got it on the outside corner. And Rodriguez, I don't know if he was looking for something else, but Myers put him away with a fastball.
He wasn't looking for a fastball on the outside edge, was he?
No, he was not.
2 down, and here's Kimball Schuessler. Singled in the 3rd, led off that inning. Texas came back to score a run with 2 outs in the inning and struck out swinging, one of the 6 strikeouts on the night by Samuel Dutton. This game is in the hands of both bullpens now. Pitch on the way to Schuessler. Right down the middle, first strike. 92 on the heater from Carson Myers.
Myers is fired up to pitch in an environment like this, and it's interesting. And I don't know if this was the plan or if it just happened this way because these are the roles these guys have.
0-1. Fouled up and out of play.
Beautiful backdoor breaking ball. Not really anything Schuessler could do, but you've gone from one senior to another, now to a third.
Good point.
Yeah.
Dutton, the starter, 5 2/3 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits, 6 strikeouts. John Armstrong, a third of an inning. And now Myers has retired the first 2 he's faced and is ahead of Schuessler, no balls and 2 strikes. Lefty on righty here. Winding the pitch. Ground ball foul, pass first.
Fastball went after the inside corner. Might be a good time to come back with either the fastball up and away or that backdoor breaking ball again.
That's how he struck out Rodriguez with that fastball up and out. But that was a left-handed hitter against the lefty. This is a right-handed hitter in Schuessler. 2 outs and nobody on for the Longhorns. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Auburn 2, Texas 2. And the 0-2 just missed the inside corner. Myers thought he had a strikeout.
He sure did.
He was walking off the mound. Shake it off, Carson.
Yeah, that happened to Dutton early in the game, and he gave up a single after that.
Myers takes off a necklace and puts it in his back pocket. 1-2. High and deep to left, and Texas has the lead. Off the back of the bullpen. Auburn thought they had him struck out. And on the very next pitch, he hits it out for his 4th home run of the year. Doggone it.
Yeah, Carson was still ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. And I have to see a replay and see where the pitch was. 374 feet. He got help from the wind, but he didn't need it.
Three 3-2 Texas. They have the lead for the first time tonight. And every run in this game have come with 2 outs. He was ahead of him 0-2, thought he had him struck out. And on the next pitch, Schuessler took advantage and hit it out of the ballpark. And now Farmer to the plate, and there's a strike. Doggone. Second time that's happened tonight that Auburn thought it had a strikeout, and on the next pitch, the Texas player got a base hit. 0-1 to Farmer. Hitting. And the Texas dugout barks at the Auburn pitcher, who glares back at him. Well, that's a good idea. Yeah, you're trying to hit a batter with 2 outs.
And a one-run ball game.
One-run ball game, for goodness sakes. And Jim Schlossnagel is out to tell the home plate umpire something as he brings a baseball out.
It's a good visit here from Freilich and McMurray and Fabian. Try to settle down. Myers, he's a senior and has good poise. But that, the home run and then the overthrow on the fastball, I just want to make sure he's settled in here, because with 2 outs in the inning, now you got the number 9 hitter, Duplantier. The first mission right now is to just get out of the inning.
Yep.
Can't let the emotion take over when you're on the mound.
3-2. The Longhorns lead it. Farmer gets his lead at first. He has 5 stolen bases, but he do some running with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Duplantier takes strike 1.
Took a little something off the fastball, still hit the spot for a first pitch strike. That's a good response, or good start to a response anyway.
Stretch and the pitch. He shows bunt, takes it high. 2 outs. Guevara playing back at third.
Duplantier is now 0 for 18 in SEC play with 9 strikeouts.
He has struck out both times tonight. Both times against Dutton. Stretch and a throw to first, and Farmer is back diving in. Two outs, a runner at first, a run home for Texas. A 2-run or a single solo homer for Kimball Schuessler. 2 for 3 on the night. Stretch. Here's the pitch. High and away, 2 balls and a strike to Duplantier. And that will bring Everett Tiefert out of the Auburn dugout. Cam Tilley, I believe, is the Auburn pitcher warming up.
Texas with momentum right now. And this is obviously a little more to this visit, but even if it's just to try and stem some of this momentum and kind of grab the rhythm of this inning back, it's not a bad visit. It's a fairly short conversation.
Auburn had runners at first and second with 2 outs. Grubbs struck out Rembert to get out of the inning. Auburn got the first 2 outs of the inning, got ahead of Schuessler 0-2, thought it had strike 3, didn't get the call. And on the next pitch, left it over the plate, and Schuessler hit it out of the ballpark. He then hit Farmer, did Myers, and now behind Duplantier, 2 balls and a strike. Farmer gets his lead. Check of the runner, the stretch. And a throw over. No tag applied by McMurray. If Auburn is to extend its winning streak to 7, they'll have to do it coming from behind at number 1 Texas in the 8th of the ninth. Another throw to first. Farmer's back.
Texas has 2 losses this year when it is leading after 7. They're 22-2. But when you're 30-15 overall, it's of note that 2 of those are when leading after 7.
Pitch. Ball 3 high to Duplantier.
Got to throw strikes to Duplantier. He didn't miss by much,
kidding.
but
yeah,
got to throw strikes. Take your chances with him swinging the bat.
This guy's batting 107.
Yeah, he's 3 for 28.
Carson stretches. The 3-1 pitch. And he walked it.
So a home run followed by a hit batter and a walk to the number 9 hitter.
An 0-2 pitch, and then you don't get the call. And
Yeah.
since then, home run, hit batter, and you walk the number 9 hitter batting 109.
Yeah.
And now you're at the top of the order, and here's Ethan Mendoza, who is 2 for 3 on the night.
That'll do it for Carson Myers. You can't.
He never recovered
No.
after not getting the strike call and giving up the home run.
You can at least talk yourself through the hit batter after the home run, but that then coupled with the walk to the number 9 hitter, and Tigers have to make a change.
A Wind Creek call to the bullpen for Auburn for Cam Tilley.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If what you like is getting the highest payouts, getting the most free play, and finding more of your favorite games all on a spacious upscale gaming floor, then Wind Creek Atmore is your kind of fabulous. No matter what fabulous means to you, you'll find it here. Wind Creek Atmore. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Cam Tilley, sophomore right-hander from Newburgh, Indiana, 6'2", a little over 200 pounds. Cam Tilley is 2-1 in 10 appearances this year with an earned run average of 4.70, 23 innings, 12 hits, 13 runs, 12 of them earned. He's walked 12 to go with 12 hits. He has struck out 32. He has also hit 6 batters. It seems like a lot for Cam, but 18 free base runners to go with 12 hits, 23 innings. Team's batting just 154 against him. He's given up 2 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs. In SEC play, Tilley 0-1 with an earned run average 6.10. 10 and a third innings, 6 hits, 8 runs, 7 of them earned. He's walked 6, struck out 13. He's hit 3 batters, thrown 2 wild pitches, given up a double and a triple, and teams are batting 158 against Cam Tilley. His job right now, the only job, is to get Ethan Mendoza for the 3rd out of this 7th inning. It is just a 1-run ball game. If you could get Mendoza and then get to the 8th, get the bats up there and try to figure out Grubbs before they bring in their closer. Auburn still has Irish, McMurray, and Terrell, 3 capable left-handed hitters coming up in the 8th inning. But Tilley has got to get the leadoff man, Mendoza, to get out of the 7th. For Carson Myers, 2/3 of an inning. He got the first 2 batters easily, a fly out and a strikeout. Then gave up a homer to Schussler on a 1-2 pitch. He hit Farmer and walked Duplantier. So free bases to the 8 and 9 hitters, and now back to the top of that Texas lineup with Mendoza.
All 5 runs tonight combined for these 2 teams have come with 2 outs, including 3 for Texas. And they have runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the 7th. They run already home, and the Longhorns lead the Tigers 3-2. Mendoza is 2 for 3 on the night. He singled through the right side and singled through the left side. A base hit here would give them a 2-run lead. And he swings at the first pitch. An off-speed delivery from Tilley for strike 1. Cam comes set, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1.
Mendoza has 2 of their hits tonight. 2 of their 7.
Stretch, 1-1. Ground ball to the shortstop, Fabian. He'll throw to second, get out of the inning, and the inning comes to a close, but damage done for Texas. A run on a hit, no errors. 2 men left for the Longhorns. We go to the top half of the 8th. Texas 3, Auburn 2. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike's Steakhouse. Famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for Big City Steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjordan Parkway and Wire Road.
Hip pain is not to be taken lightly. It could be a sign of hip impingement. If pain, stiffness, or limping persists, see a hip specialist at the orthopedic clinic. Treatment includes non-surgical options, but if surgery is needed, minimally invasive arthroscopic hip surgery is only available locally at the orthopedic clinic. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. Call for an appointment, 334-749-8303, or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Texas has taken a 3-2 lead as we move to the 8th inning, and the Longhorns have made the Pepper Tree pitching change to their closer, Dylan Volantis, 6'6", 212, a freshman out of Thousand Oaks, California. Long, lean left-hander Volantis has 8 saves in 13 appearances and a 3-0 record to go with it. 12 of those 13 outings in relief, and he's just been outstanding in that role. Again, 8 saves and a 1.15 earned run average, 31 and a third innings, only 19 hits allowed, 6 runs, 4 of them earned, 5 walks, and 40 strikeouts, 4-0. He's given up 2 doubles, 2 homers, teams hitting 176 against Dylan Volantis in SEC play, 7 saves and a 1-0 record and a 0.55 earned run average, 2 walks and 24 Ks in 16 and a third innings. And teams are batting 145 against him in league play. Lefties hitting 167, righties hitting 181, fastball, slider, cutter for Dylan Volantis. Max Grubbs, very good. He was spectacular for Texas tonight. 4 1/3 shutout innings, allowed 3 hits, walked 1, and struck out 3. He threw only 53 pitches in 4 1/3 innings, and he had to work a little longer, and he came in a little earlier because of the injury to Spencer, but he has gotten them to the 8th, and they're Volantis.
Through 68% strikes tonight. And now here is Ike Irish, the first one to face Dylan Volantis. Lefty on lefty here. As a matter of fact, he'll face lefty on lefty to the first 3 hitters for Auburn here in the 8th. Irish, McMurray, and Terrell. 2-run homer by Ike in the 3rd, accounting for Auburn's 2 runs tonight. First pitch, swing and a chopper to the right side. First baseman gathers, flips to Volantis, covering in time for the out.
Ike eager to get up there, make something happen. They got plenty of film, and there's been a lot of study on Volantis. They have a good idea what he's going to throw, and Irish went up there and swung at the first pitch.
Here's Cooper McMurray, who's 0 for 2 on the night with a walk. Stretch, and the pitch to Cooper. Missed outside for ball 1. Last time he was up, he led off the 6th with a line drive rocket right at Grubbs, who basically covered up and found the ball in his glove. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Slider at 86. A ball and a strike to the Auburn first baseman. Leads Auburn with 8 homers and 35 runs batted in. Tigers trail 3-2. We're in the 8th. Here's the stretch and the pitch. McMurray swings at a pitch that was bounced in front of the plate. And now Cooper's behind a ball and 2 strikes. Shift is on. Third baseman Borba over where the shortstop typically is. But McMurray's behind a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Swinging and outside. Throw to, or they'll check at third and say he went around. According to Zach Neff. Really good pitch. I don't think McMurray thought he went around on the pitch, however.
Volantis really had McMurray.
I don't think he went around either as we look at the replay. But it's a strikeout. And the momentum has clearly swung into that Texas dugout. 2 outs, and here's Bub Terrell.
They got what they wanted, this spot in the game.
Terrell swings at the slider. And Auburn
no answer for the slider.
Hasn't come up even close with that slider from Volantis.
To have a slider and a cutter as close as they are, it's tough.
0-1. Strike call on another one.
Yep.
0-2 to Terrell. Stretch, pitch. Got him swinging. 3 up, 3 down for Auburn in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Texas leads Auburn 3-2, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories, like cookouts, cornhole with friends, ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad, the one with the feta, oh, sorry, or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is Auburn baseball. Back to more of the Tigers and Longhorns.
Cam Tilley tries to keep it a one-run game here in the bottom of the 8th. Texas leads 3-2. 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Longhorns to face the Auburn right-hander. Auburn baseball brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders is proud to provide first aid care at Plainsman Park and every Auburn Athletics home event. That includes the SEC tennis tournament for the Auburn men out at the women's tennis tournament. Auburn will play its first round match tomorrow as the number 4 seed. I believe that's the only team on the Auburn campus this weekend playing. Everybody else out of town. Rylan Galvin will lead it off, the catcher, 0 for 3 on the night. First time he has seen Cam Tilley. A 2-out solo homer to left by Kimball Schuessler is the difference in this game right now. And Tilley winds and fires and misses low. Tilley got the final out in the 7th, a force out to get Auburn out of further trouble. The wind and the 1-0 to the backstop. Reached back for a little something extra on that fastball and threw it 94 to the backstop. Fraley didn't even get a glove on that one, I don't think.
This crowd did not have a lot to cheer about until the latter stages of this one, and they're into it now.
2-0. Fly down the right side deep, but foul. 2-1 to Galvin. Tied for the team lead with 11 home runs. 32 runs batted in on the campaign. Batting .327. He's grounded to short, flied to center, and grounded to third. 2 balls and a strike to the Texas catcher. Wind and delivery. Popped him up, right up the chute. Who wants it? Guevara gives way to, and it drops. It drops on the infield, and Fabian overran it, and Guevara, I'm not sure, ever saw it.
No, and the wind kept pushing it too. The wind pushed it. Guevara, I think he saw it, but maybe he thought Derek was supposed to get it in the end. Fabian maybe should have, but as Guevara came in.
Boy, oh boy.
But, more momentum for Texas to start the inning.
And here's Jalen Flores.
They have led off 4 innings with base hits tonight.
Double homer run in the 6th that tied the ball game. Runner at first, nobody down. The pitch to him, swing and a miss, and a ball in the downstairs, blocked by Freilich, 0-1.
Tigers have turned 1 double play tonight, and Flores has hit it on the ground 2 of his 3 times.
Auburn plays him to pull. Big hole on the right side of the infield, holding the runner at first. Galvin has 6 stolen bases this year. Not a big lead. And the pitch. Strike 2. Inside corner at the knees. A ball or no balls and 2 strikes.
Just get the first out. Take it 1 at a time.
3-2 Texas leads. A runner at first, nobody out. Bottom half of the 8th for the Longhorns. Stretch by Tilley. Here comes the pitch. Miss low. A ball and 2 strikes. Looking to the Auburn 9th. Guevara, Carter, and Freilich, the scheduled 3. Against Volantis, who was dominant against Auburn in the top of the 8th.
It is 3 right-handers.
1-2. Ground ball could be 2. Fabian drops it, gets the lead runner, and that is all. Doggone, that's a double. That is a tailor-made double play ball. And it fell out of the glove of Fabian. Auburn got the lead runner, but that is all.
Man, seeing some uncharacteristic mental mistakes here in the late stages of this game.
A fielder's choice, and Flores is at first, and here's Will Gasparino. Flores has 3 stolen bases this year. Gets a very short lead over there. And the pitch, a little bit high. One out, one on for the Longhorns, and a throw over. Runner is back.
This game is such a study in the margins being razor thin.
Yeah.
A couple of slight errors there. You had the first hit of the game for Texas was a ball that Cooper got his glove on at first base.
Pitch, down and in. 2-0 the count.
McMurray's absolute rocket up the middle that found the glove of the pitcher.
Inability of a double play ball in the third. They get the run.
That's right.
Thought you had the guy struck out in the 7th and didn't hit the home run.
The deciding run right now.
Yeah. Let's hope that double play ball doesn't come back to haunt Auburn. Another throw to first. And Flores is back. You lose a ball in the opening at bat of the inning.
Yeah.
2-0 the count. Pitch. Chopper foul. Off the left side. 2 balls and a strike to Gasparino.
Yeah, you look at this game and you still got a chance. Obviously, it's a 1-run game. That's why it's important to hold it to a 1-run game. But for all that Auburn's done a lot right in this game. But there are a half a dozen or so instances where just a couple inches here or there difference, and you got a different ball game.
2 balls and a strike to Gasparino. Tilley stretches and pitches. Strike called on the outside corner. 2-2. Texas has out-hit Auburn tonight 8-5. Leads in the game 3-2. 2-2 pitch. Chopper foul.
Both teams are 2 for 10 with runners on base. The difference, runners in scoring position. Auburn's 0 for 5. Texas is 2 for 4. Both teams have 3 hits with 2 outs. So really, the only different number offensively is with runners in scoring position.
2-2 pitch to Gasparino. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nasty pitch on the outside corner. First strikeout for Tilley. And now there's 2 outs in the inning. And here's Casey Borba. 0 for 3 on the night. Flores at first base now with 2 down. Batting .256 with 19 runs batted in, 5 homers, a throw to first.
They can boo all they want. You got to keep Flores close over there. It's a big insurance runner.
Borba is hitting .194 with 2 outs this season.
And they've just warned Cam about licking his fingers and then going straight to the ball.
Borba sets up in the back of the box. Flores with the lead at first. Pretty good lead now. The pitch. Strike call on the inside corner.
95 on that fastball. Yeah, Flores cheated out a couple of extra steps before that pitch.
Fredick has thrown out 1 would-be base stealer tonight. Now the 0-1 to Borba. Missed low and away. Ball and a strike. And I think that's the pitch that Fralick wanted there, but Borba held up. Auburn trying to keep it a one-run game going to the top of the ninth. Trailing 3-2. Stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Took something off of that at 85, and Borba was way out in front. A ball and 2 strikes.
Just about swung out of his shoes. He was swinging for that left field fence.
One ball and 2 strikes to Borba. Cam Tilley off the stretch. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called. He got him with a high fastball, and Borba knew it. The inning's over. Nice job of pitching by Tilley. No runs, a hit, no errors, a man left. We go to the ninth. Texas on top of Auburn, 3-2. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Check out the new look at auburntigers.com. Read the latest feature stories. Get critical game day information and graphics. Search videos and audio. Find out how to get connected by digital and social media or by joining Tigers Unlimited. Shop the AU Photo Store or buy your tickets to the next event on the athletics calendar. auburntigers.com, the official website of Auburn Athletics.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
Dylan Volantis needed just 8 pitches to saw through Auburn in the 8th. They were all left-handed hitters, Irish, McMurray, and Terrell. The left-hander will face right-handers here in the 9th, Guevara, Carter, and, 2 of those, and then Fralick, a left-hander. As Auburn comes to the plate in the top of the 9th, trailing 3-2. The difference in this game, a 2-out homer to left by Kimball Schuessler. That came back in the 7th. Guevara 0 for 1 on the night, hit by a pitch in the 2nd, a sacrifice bunt in the 4th, and struck out swinging in the 6th. The lefty Volantis comes stretch, and the pitch. Missed down and in, 1-0. A ball and no strikes to Guevara, the pitch. Chopper, left side. It is a foul ball. A ball and a strike to the Auburn third baseman. Three runs on 8 hits for Texas, 2 runs on 5 hits for Auburn. The starter, Jared Spencer, lasted 2 2/3 innings with an injured pitching arm, we believe. Max Grubbs went 4 1/3 innings, gave up no runs on 3 hits, and turned it over to Volantis. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count to Guevara, the pitch. High with the fastball. 2-1. Two balls and a strike to the Auburn third baseman. The stretch and the pitch. Strike call, took something off of that, found the outside corner. Left fielder Rodriguez drops back a couple steps. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Guevara, the pitch. Swinging a miss. I'll have to throw to first, they get it. And Volantis has struck out 3 in a row. 1 out in the Auburn ninth. Went down and got Guevara to chase it. 1 out. And here is Bristol Carter. 0 for 3 on the night. Fouled out to the first baseman on a bunt attempt in the 2nd. jumped on the first pitch, flied out to left on a bunt on the first pitch in the fourth, and struck out on 3 pitches in the seventh. Takes the first pitch and a strike on the outside corner. 1 down, nobody on for Auburn in the top of the ninth. The Tigers trail 3-2. Really well-pitched game on both sides tonight. Pitch. Carter swings and misses at a pitch that was down and in. And so far, Auburn is no match for Dylan Volantis. 0-2 the count to Carter. Stretching the pitch. Bounced up there. It bounced 3 feet in front of the plate. A ball and 2 strikes now to Bristol. Somehow, some way, Auburn's got to get a runner on base. Trailing 3-2 in the top of the ninth. 6-game win streak on the line for the Tigers. 9-6 in SEC play. Texas 13-2 in the league. The pitch. Swing, fly ball to right. Farmer backs up, makes the catch, 2 down. And they will come to their feet here in Austin. And perhaps Auburn's last chance is freshman Chase Freilich. Tapped out to the first baseman in the second. Flied to deep left in the fourth. And singled up the middle in the seventh. Tigers could use a base runner here with 2 outs and trailing by 1 in the top of the ninth. The pitch. Strike call. Two outs and nobody on for Auburn in the top of the ninth. The 0-1 pitch to Freilich. Swing and a miss. Now the shift is on, and the third baseman, Borba, moves to the right side of the infield. The shortstop, Flores, stays where he is. Volantis has struck out 3. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and a pitch in the turf. They throw to first, and Texas wins. Volantis sets down all 6 men he faces. Strikes out 4. Texas comes from behind tonight and beats the Tigers by a score of 3-2. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains.